was good practice.
Yeah, it was. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to McBride Field here on the campus of Kenyon College. Kurt Ashcraft alongside Teddy Keller for NCAC football action here from Kenyon College in Gambier, Ohio, as your Kenyon College Owls at 1-1 are hosting the Wittenberg University Tigers, who are 0-1 following their Week 1 loss to SUNY Cortland, 48-28. And it is a conference opener for both teams, a big stage for both squads, Teddy. A Kenyon team that normally when Wittenberg's on the schedule, it's kind of one of those you don't really look forward to, but things are different. The culture's changing. Coach Ian Good is doing some special things here in Gambier, and it has people optimistic here at McBride Field. And when you've got a three-headed monster at wide receiver in Zach Kim, Andrew Schnari, and Finn Murray, there's a lot to be excited about.
Yeah, thanks, Kurt. That three-headed monster has been incredible so far this season. Zach Kim, 126 yards per game. That leads NCAC through 2 weeks. We got Finn Murray, over 100 yards per game with 3 touchdowns. That leads the NCAC, and then Andrew Schnari at 100 yards per game. That has been the targets for quarterback Ryan O'Leary so far through 2 weeks. And like you said, the culture here in Gambier has changed. Kenyon, not a great record against Wittenberg, but looking to get a nice win today maybe, at least make it competitive here in Gambier. And it should be a fun one here to start off the NCAC play.
Ryan O'Leary, 626 passing yards through the season. That is second in conference so far. And those 3 wide receivers that Teddy just mentioned, they all rank in the top 6 in receiving yards in the entire conference. That is a special group to have. And on top of that, when you've got a guy in Jack Provenza in the backfield running the ball, and in a few weeks or whenever that is, the return of Drake Lewis, those are things to be excited about for this Kenyon offense.
Exactly. And Kenyon coming off the loss last week, and it was a close one, though, at Kalamazoo. One thing they'll be looking to do this week is to push the ball into the end zone with their opportunities. They had just under 500 yards of offense last week, but only managed 21 points. So we'll see if they can capitalize on the opportunities today here against Wittenberg and maybe get a win here in Gambier.
Things to also on the other side of the ball, Wittenberg, as we've talked about historically, one of the better teams not only in the conference but in the country, usually in that top 25 ranking throughout the season. They're led by junior quarterback 6'4", 205, number 10, Colin Brown. Brown put up 259 passing yards against SUNY Cortland in Game 1 and slung it around to not only his wide receivers, headlined by Jake Souse, but also his lead running back, junior Garrett Gross, who only had 38 yards on the ground, but he had 73 yards through the air.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they use their offense today. You mentioned Gross, but they also have running back Bryce Anderson, who was a honorable mention last year for the NCAC All-Team. And, like you said, passing game out of the backfield could be something for the Kenyon defense to watch today. And it'll be, 0-1 is not anything to, look over for Wittenberg. That was a very tough team, number 14 in the country now, SUNY Cortland. They played them 48-28, so they were in that game, and we'll see how they rebound here after the bye week last week.
When it comes to keys of the game, Teddy, especially for Kenyon, how is the secondary of Wittenberg going to be able to contain Kenyon's wide receiver core? And if Provenza gets into any sort of room in the open field, how are they going to be able to contain him? And then on the other side of the ball, as we, it typically going to see the Tigers moving the ball out of the backfield, how is that defensive front for Kenyon and Daryl Shands and Michael Lino coming up and playing spy and Bongiorno? How are those guys going to be able to adapt to that type of running style as well?
Yeah, those are going to be good questions. We'll see if Wittenberg can contain the deep ball, which has been potent for Kenyon so far. And in terms of that offense for Wittenberg, that offensive line is also nothing to scoff at if you're Kenyon. Casey Prosper, the left guard, was second team NCAC last year, and it's going to be a good game here from Gambier.
Both teams meeting at center field right now at the Kenyon Shield in the middle of the field, waiting for the coin toss to see who has possession early on. My question to you, Teddy, is in a situation like this where we talked about the history of these two teams, where Wittenberg has more wins than losses, right? So if you're Kenyon, you get an opportunity to get the offensive ball early. Do you do that? And that way you try to punch it in as soon as possible.
Yeah, I think Kenyon. I don't think they should shy away from their game plan all season. Scoring early, they did that in week 1. I think that's a good strategy against any team. This is going to be a long game, though. You gotta control a lot of different parts of the field all game. So I don't know. We'll see.
I think what it really comes down to is when you're trying to unseat a team that has had success against you in the past, it's really trying to control the clock.
Yeah.
And not make mistakes, right?
Yeah.
And so if you can do those two things, that is going to put you in a situation where you are going to have everything in your favor to succeed. And what we've seen so far through the first 2 weeks of the season is that Coach Good gets that. He understands that protecting the ball is huge. Milking that clock is huge, and also most importantly is the culture is just most important. That is the one thing we've seen a huge change. The culture in this program, it's different now. It's I've been calling these games for 10 years here at Kenyon, over the last 10 years, and I just noticed things are they're changing under Coach Ian Good, and that's something really great to see.
Yeah, Coach Good, he's really stressed family. He talked about a simple scheme, calling plays, but really that family bond that. All those guys out there, they're going to go fight for each other at the end of the day. And, like you said, that discipline, the, lack of penalties, don't turn the ball over.
Right.
The talent is the talent. We'll see, if they can execute the game plan today. And, yeah.
Yeah, I think it really all comes into that. As you can see, both sides, but both teams are on their sides of the field. If I see it correctly, it does appear, I do believe that Wittenberg will be kicking it away here early on.
So Kenyon to receive. Kenyon in the purple jerseys today, and Wittenberg in all whites.
That's right. Thank you for that, Teddy. Kenyon in their home purples, white numerals, black pants, black shoes, and those black helmets with the purple and white trim on the front and on the sides. For Wittenberg, they're going to be wearing their away white uniforms with red numerals in the front and on the back, red trim down the sides, white numerals with the red W on the sides of the helmets. So it does appear, folks, that it is going to be Kenyon set to return on the opening kickoff. Zach Kim back to return, as well as Joe Gorte. So you got a senior and a sophomore back there, set to bring it back. Wittenberg kicking it away will be the senior kicker, Nick Bowman.
Kim has been the primary returner this season for Kenyon. He's been good on all levels of the game. Obviously, we talked about as a wide receiver. We'll see if he can do anything on the opening kickoff.
You're absolutely right. Having a weapon like that back there, bringing out the kickoff, that's a special weapon to have back at the 5-yard line right now. Bowman set to kick it away. And the kick is up, and we are underway from Gambier. The ball will go out past the end zone, and it will be a touchback for the Kenyon Owls, and it will be 1st and 10 for the Owls at their own 25-yard line. Heading out with that offense is none other than senior quarterback Ryan O'Leary. Like we touched on earlier, 626 passing yards through the first 2 weeks of the season, 4 touchdowns compared to 1 interception. He has been very consistent, and he has protected the ball very well.
Yep, he's been great so far. We'll see what he can do on this first drive.
Takes the opening snap, hands it off to Jalen Thompson. Thompson takes the first snap, and he will run it out on the near side for a gain of 3. Guy we really hadn't touched on quite yet, the freshman out of McKinney, Texas, Julius Thompson, McKinney boy at high school, brings up 2nd and 7. O'Leary in the shotgun, Thompson to his right. Got a bit of a trips stack on the far side with Murray on the top of your screen. Breyer now sets up in the H-back position. Kim at the bottom of your screen. Breyer in motion. O'Leary takes the snap, and a flag immediately. Looks like we're going to have, believe, a false start, and it will be false start on the offense, and that's going to be 5 yards against the Owls. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Yeah, talked about that discipline. There's first penalty of the game. And the other thing is that running back, Julius Thompson, again, it's going to be interesting to see how the Owls utilize the backfield today with the injury, and obviously Provenza we thought would be starting, but it looks to be Thompson to start the game.
Have not seen senior Jake Provenza out there. Quick snap to O'Leary. Finds Thompson on the near side. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage. That'll bring up now 3rd and 10.
3rd and long here. Looked like O'Leary went to the option Thompson. Good to see him with some early action, though, the freshman.
O'Leary in the shotgun. Thompson to his right. 3 wide receiver set. 2 on the far side, 1 on the near. Kim at the bottom of your screen. Finn Murray at the top of your screen. Schnarry in the slot. O'Leary in the shotgun. Thompson to his left. 13:47 and counting first quarter. O'Leary takes the snap, looks far side, finds Murray. Murray will catch the ball. It will be right around the 33, maybe 34-yard line. Wonder if they'll get the advance for him. They'll get him at the 38-yard line. It's going to be now 4th and 2, and Coach Good going to do the smart thing and just punt it away.
Yeah, definitely the smart thing this early in the game. Don't want to give the ball up with great field position for Wittenberg, and there was the first catch for the three-headed monster Murray that time, but not enough to get the first down.
The snap to Denese. He will punt it away. And a nice roll from Denese, picked up by Wittenberg's number 13, Tyler May, the junior receiver. And he'll gain about 5 yards on the return. That ball will be spotted right at the 33-yard line of Wittenberg. It'll be 1st and 10 for junior quarterback Colin Brown and the Tiger offense.
3 and out for the Owls. Now it's time to see if the defense can step up here. And Brown for Wittenberg.
259 yards so far here this season through 1 game. He's going to be in the shotgun. It's going to be a 3 wide receiver set. 2 on the near side, 1 on the far. Takes the snap, play action, and he's going to dump it off to number 6 and Garrett Gross. And Gross, just like we were talking about in the pregame, he did more damage through the air than he did on the ground 2 weeks ago. And that's exactly what he did on the very first play from scrimmage, gain of 18. Brings up 1st and 10 from the Kenyon 48-yard line for Wittenberg.
Yeah, we talked about that passing game to Gross, and that was clearly a set play right for Gross and a big gain on their first play from scrimmage on offense.
It'll be Brown under center. Takes the snap, hands it off to Gross. Gross near side to the 50, to the 45, to the 40, to the 35, to the 30 near side. And Michael Lino takes him down right around the Kenyon 25-yard line. And a big 23-yard gain right out of the gate on 1st and 10 for Garrett Gross. And just like that, Garrett Gross is doing whatever he wants for the Wittenberg offense.
Yeah, a couple huge holes for Gross early. Defensive line for Kenyon needs to step it up here.
Takes the snap, hands it off to Gross once again. Gross going right into the pile, and the Kenyon defensive front doing a great job of pulling Gross back. Daryl Shan, senior linebacker out of Bethlehem Township, PA, coming in and taking Gross down at the line of scrimmage, brings up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Shan's 7 tackles per game in the first 2 games. Definitely one of the leaders on the defensive line for Kenyon.
Be Brown in the shotgun. Takes the snap, rolls right. And he's got wide open receiver to the right, going down right around the 10-yard line. And that will be none other than Malik Bowe, the junior, 6'2", 180. Out of Miami, Florida, Miramar High School.
Bowe was wide open there, just planted. Looked to be some sort of zone coverage that allowed Bowe to be wide open on the far side. First and goal.
He has some major size at 6'2", 180. He's at the bottom of your screen now. 1st and goal for Wittenberg. And Brown is going to keep it himself, and he's going to run right into the end zone. That is a 9-yard touchdown run for Colin Brown, and just like that, Wittenberg takes the early lead, 6-0.
Yep, that was a play-action QB design run there for Colin Brown. His first rushing attempt and the touchdown. It was pretty easy for the Tigers to march down the field and make it 6-0 here early in Gambier.
Set to kick for Wittenberg. The extra point is up and good from Brandon Goodwin, listed as the backup punter. He went ahead and put it right through the uprights, and it is now, with 11:02 to play here in the first quarter, Wittenberg 7, Kenyon 0. And now you almost feel as if there's a lot of game to play, but you really have to start to go toe-to-toe with that Wittenberg offense if you're the Owls.
Yep, I agree. There was nothing stopping that offense. Every play, besides the one rush, was for big positive yardage. And
right.
Yeah, I would assume that the Kenyon offense now might want to be a little bit urgent here early on in the game.
Like we said, only 11:02 to play here, first quarter. Well, really only less than 4 minutes have chipped off the clock, and we've already had 2 drives, one from each offense. And it's Wittenberg 7, Kenyon 0 here at McBride Field. Kurt Ashcraft alongside Teddy Keller here with you for the broadcast today. It is a hot one today here in Gambier, folks. Nice and humid, as the Midwest knows all too well.
Seems to be on these Saturdays a lot of the time in September.
Bowman kicks it away, and it will go back into the end zone. Another touchback will take place for the Kenyon Owls. So Ryan O'Leary in the Kenyon offense will head back out to the field. And you got to think they're going to try to utilize that wide receiver unit a little bit more than they had previously. Even though they got it to Finn Murray there, and they were trying to move the ball around, but just were not able to. Then they had the penalty.
Yep.
Hopefully this drive is a little bit different for the Owls.
Yeah, a couple of positive plays, but the penalty really set them back.
1st and 10 from the 25. O'Leary takes the snap, rolls near side, finds Kim at the 28, and he will be immediately thrown down. That is by Jordan Stipe. Stipe is the junior defensive back from LaPlace, Louisiana. So gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 from the Kenyon 30. O'Leary in the shotgun, Thompson to his right, takes the snap, play action, far side, finds Murray. Murray will go one-on-one with the defensive back for Wittenberg, number 8 in Dane Flatter. I'm sorry, that's a linebacker in Dane Flatter. But that'll bring up, actually they're going to stop him short of the first down marker, brings up 3rd and 1.
Looked to me like he had forward progress getting the first down, but
that's what I thought.
Yeah, I mean, that spot looks pretty good for a first down, too. It looks
and
like
it
they're
looks
going to move the chains.
Yeah, they are going to move the chains. I thought with forward progress, he definitely had that. And glad that the officials were able to make that one right. 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line of Kenyon. O'Leary in the shotgun. Takes the snap, rolls near side. He's just going to throw it away. Thought Kim might be close, but he was just a little bit too far down the field. Good play by O'Leary, knowing that he just needed to get rid of the ball. He had pressure in his face.
Yeah, it looked like pressure from number 99, Connor Walls, who was 21 second team NCAC at defensive end for Wittenberg.
O'Leary in the shotgun. Thompson to his right. Takes the snap. Hands it off. No, he's going to keep it himself. Play action. He's going down the field. He's got Schnarry. Schnarry has to stop. And as Schnarry jumped for the ball, number 15, Luke Jackson, the freshman defensive back out of DeGraff, Ohio, just basically arm tackled him and brought him to the ground. That's going to be defensive pass interference on Jackson, and that will be an automatic first down for the Kenyon Owls.
Yeah, Schnarry was pretty wide open there for a while, but then Jackson came over and just leveled him right considerably before the ball got to him.
Well, in Jackson's defense, we've seen what Schnarry can do. He's a 2-time all-NCAC player. If he would have caught the ball with that room, he would have been in the end zone.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't blame the freshman really at all in a situation like that.
Only a 15-yard penalty on a catch that would have been at least 30 or more.
Brings up 1st and 10. They are in Wittenberg territory from the 49. Hands off. No, it's going to be play action to Finn Murray. Murray catches the ball across the middle of the field. He is laid down by Jackson, but it will be a gain of 11 and brings up another first down for Kenyon. And now that offense starting to click once again.
Yeah, big hit from Jackson, but that play action has been real nice so far on this drive for O'Leary. Hasn't handed the ball off once yet, but we've seen a lot of play action, a lot of positive yards.
Ball on the Wittenberg 37-yard line. O'Leary takes the snap, hands it off to Thompson. Thompson coming near side to the 35 to the 30, and Thompson putting a little bit of a shoulder into that one. Lays down Jackson of Wittenberg, and that will be a gain of 8, and that'll bring up 2nd and 2. Nice forward progress for Thompson. Off the snap, O'Leary coming up with it, but it's going to be out of the hands of O'Leary. There is a flag on the field. Wittenberg currently has the ball. Getting on top of it was Matt Render, the senior defensive end out of Florida. But there's flags on the field. We'll wait and see what's going on here.
Well, there was a lot of miscommunication there. The ball was snapped to O'Leary when he clearly wasn't ready. They had the no-huddle offense going, but...
Which you got to respect, trying to catch Wittenberg off guard a little bit.
And I think they might have got kind of lucky there. They're calling the penalty on Wittenberg.
It will be a penalty against the Tigers. So... what could have been disaster for the Owls turns into lucky number 13. As now they are up, going to be on the 24-yard line of Wittenberg. So now 1st and 10 from the 24. O'Leary in the shotgun. Thompson to his right. Takes the snap. Play action. Going for Murray in the end zone, far side. He's trying to get him, and he does not. But there is going to be a flag on the play.
Wow.
Finn Murray did everything he could to turn his body around, bring that ball in, but he just couldn't. But right on him, just a name we've said all day so far, once again, Luke Jackson.
Yeah, and
the freshman he's getting plenty of work here early on.
Seriously.
But it may be another penalty against him. We'll see what the official has to say. And it's going to be pass interference once again on the defense, again against Jackson. So and another first down for the Owls.
That's 3 penalties in the last 4 plays for Wittenberg, and we talked about discipline before the game started. So far on this drive, a lack of discipline has led to an opportunity in the red zone here for the Owls.
So that will move the ball up to the 9-yard line. Ball at the 9. It'll be O'Leary in the shotgun, Thompson to his right. Split wide receivers, one on each side of the field. Hands the ball off to Thompson. Thompson's going to move forward, gain about 1. Jackson right there, as well as Wittenberg's own number 97, Grant Hollinger. And they'll stop him for maybe no gain. And it will be 2nd and goal from the 9.
After passing most of the time on this drive, they decide to run it. We'll see what they do here. See if they try and throw it.
O'Leary in the shotgun, Thompson to his right, takes the snap. It's going to be a play action, rolls near side. O'Leary's going to try to do his own thing. He's at the 3 to the 1, into the end zone, touchdown Kenyon. And he decided with the play action to the left, rolls right, finds the lane, and gets it into the end zone. It is 7-6, Kenyon down by 1.
Well, it looks like O'Leary saw exactly what Brown did on the other end of the field a few minutes ago, and he decided to run it in himself. So 2 touchdowns, both rushing touchdowns for the quarterback. And we'll see if they can tie it up with the extra point.
Denacy set to put it through the uprights. The snap, the hold, the kick, it is up, and it is good. And ladies and gentlemen, with 8:27 to go here in the first quarter, it is all tied up. Kenyon 7, Wittenberg 7. The Owls set to kick it away, and that drive was huge for Coach Ian Good and the Kenyon College Owls.
Yeah, really important drive there. It seemed like Wittenberg was doing whatever they wanted on offense, and Kenyon just went down the other field. Talked about the urgency that they needed on that drive, and they had it, along with a few reckless penalties from the Tigers that allowed the ball to get all the way into the red zone before O'Leary ran it in from about the 9.
Well, in terms of a little bit of gamesmanship in a way, you've noticed that O'Leary is really targeting the youth in the secondary for the Tigers. More specifically, Luke Jackson. Kid's put into a really tough situation. He's doing everything he can, but at the same time, O'Leary knows wherever he's lined up, he's going for, because at this point, he's a little bit rattled.
Yep. And, I mean, you can't blame O'Leary for going to Finn Murray multiple times on that drive. Handful of receptions that, we've seen through now two games in 6 minutes. So.
Right. And it's going to be a dribbler there on the ground. It's going to get past Reed, the returner, and it will be stopped at the 10-yard line for Wittenberg. It got through the hands of Reed Hall, and Tony Calavini had to be the one to fall on top of it, folks. So that will be now 1st and 10 from, I believe, the 10-yard line. Actually, more like the 11, but still, that's 89 yards to go on a drive. And so the Wittenberg's going to have their hands full.
Great little squib kick there, a little trickeration from Denese, the kicker, and the linebacker for Wittenberg had to fall on it. Had no other option but to do that.
1st and 10 from the 11. Brown under center. Souse in motion. Hands the ball off to Gross. Gross moves the ball. A gain of about 3. They're going to say he goes up to about the 15-yard line. A gain of 4 brings up 2nd and 6.
So we've seen Wittenberg use Gross. It's been mostly Gross and Brown. That was what they used in week 1, and they're using it again so far today.
Brown in the shotgun. Gross to his right. 3 wide receiver set. 1 on the far side, 2 on the near. Takes the snap. Play action. For Bo at the 20 near side, he gets it. He's going to work his way up to the 25 and push forward to about the 27-yard line. Nice play from Brown to Bo, and Bo will get the first down for Wittenberg.
Yeah, Bo's second catch of the day. He is huge over there. He deked Cardosa to get a few extra yards in the first down.
Yeah, a great play by Malik Bo. Just a very big frame, almost looks like a tight end out there. Takes the snap, hands it off to Gross. Gross goes far side, out past the 30 to the 35. He'll go down around the 37-yard line. Flag will come out. Waiting to see who that one was on. Potentially could be holding, but it was a bit of a late flag.
Looks like they're moving back.
So it looks like it is going to be holding on that Wittenberg offensive line.
It was Shands in on the tackle for Kenyon again there. But, yep, it's going to be 10-yard penalty for the Tigers. First and...
It looks like it's going to be about 1st and 18.
Yeah, 8-yard penalty.
Yeah, from the spot, I guess.
Yep.
So 1st and 18 for Wittenberg. Brown takes the snap, hands it off to Gross. Gross stopped almost immediately. No, he spins away from Shands. He will end up picking up, actually getting back to the line of scrimmage, so 2nd and 18. But Shands had him wrapped up by the legs for a loss of at least 3. So he slipped away from that and was able to get back to the 20 for 2nd and 18.
Yeah, good work from Gross to make something out of that, but still a good play by Shands. Probably a little frustrated he couldn't get the tackle for loss.
Shands really showing off his urgency in this game, his ability to get to the backfield very quickly. That's been something that's going to need to happen for this entire game if they're going to want to hang here with the Tigers. Takes the snap, play action. Brown rolling near side. Brown, he's going to take it himself to the 25. He'll go out of bounds right around the 30-yard line. So that'll be a gain of about 10 and bring up 3rd and 7 for Wittenberg.
Eventually forced out there by Cole Garrison. Looked like he was trying to go to Bo again on the near side of the field, but decided to run it and make it a little bit more of a 3rd manageable here. Big play for the Kenyon defense early on.
3rd and 7. Reed Hall to the left of Brown in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers on the top of your screen, 1 on the bottom. Bo at the bottom of your screen. And right now, we have Souse in the slot. Tyler May at the top of your screen, folks. Brown takes the snap, drops back, rolls far side. He's looking for someone to get open. He's going to throw the ball downfield trying to find May, and it's going to hit right into the breadbasket of May. He will go out of bounds at around the 38, maybe 37-yard line of Kenyon. A big gain on that one, roughly about 33 yards on that pass and catch. But Tyler May led him. Brown found him, and it's 1st and 10.
Yep. May was able to get loose there. It was Guzevich on the defense by Kenyon. Made the tackle, but a huge play there on 3rd and 7. And now into Kenyon territory are the Tigers.
5:10 and counting here in the first quarter. Still 7-7 your score, all tied up between Kenyon and Wittenberg. Wittenberg currently moving the ball. They are at the Kenyon 36-yard line. Brown's going to keep it himself, coming near side to the 35, and he will go down right around the 30, maybe 29. They're going to spot him at the 29. That's going to be a gain of 7, brings up a 2nd and 3.
Nathan Junk there in on the tackle, and that play looked identical to the touchdown play, just the fake handoff in the shotgun, and then rush to the left for Colin Brown. Brown, perfect through the air so far, 4 for 4, but we've seen the rushing game from Wittenberg more than that.
Brown will be under center. 2 wide receivers at the top of the screen. Reed Hall in the backfield. Takes the snap. Play action. He's going down for Bo at the goal line. Incomplete, but a flag. Trying to keep up with Bo for Kenyon is Junk. Nathan Junk, the senior defensive back out of Upper Arlington, Ohio. Just was not able to be there. Looks like they're going to get the pass interference.
Yeah, going to be the pass interference on Junk, and that's a huge size mismatch for Wittenberg. Bo, what do they list him at? How tall is he?
They got him at 6'2". Let me double check. Yeah, 6'2", 180.
Yeah, 180.
It looks like he's 6'4", 200. he just looks like a mountain of a man out there.
Yeah, they've looked to him when they're passing so far most of the time.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 15. Brown takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Hall. Hall going far side on the handoff to the 10 to the 5, and he's going to get himself into the end zone for the 2nd Wittenberg touchdown of the game. A 15-yard carry into the end zone for Reed Hall. And just like that, it is Wittenberg 13, Kenyon 7, extra point pending.
Looked like Kenyon defenseman Jason Kessler might have had a play on him, but Hall with too much speed to get around him for the 15-yard touchdown. Looks like Wittenberg will go up 7 again if the extra point goes through.
Nathan Hawk set to kick the extra point. It is up, and it is good. It is 14-7 following the 15-yard touchdown run from Reed Hall, the junior running back from Westerville, Ohio, New Albany High School. And just like that, Wittenberg back on top, 4:06 to play here in the first quarter. It's 14-7. The Owls are down by a touchdown, but the way they play on that last drive, they can continue to get things going for them. This could end up being a shootout between these two teams, Teddy.
Looks like it early. And interesting, their Hall, the running back for Wittenberg, we saw a lot of Gross on their first drive and a lot of Hall there on their second drive. We talked about Bryce Anderson, the other running back, so a lot of weapons there from the backfield for Wittenberg.
Right.
So it'll be up to that Kenyon defense to see if they can stop them. They had a chance there early, 3rd and 7 from Wittenberg zone 30 or so, and they had that 30-yard reception. So,
well, you think about it, we still have, on the other side of the ball, Kenyon still hasn't seen Jack Provenza out there today.
Yeah.
So it's been all Julius Thompson. He's done a fine job, but one of those things you got to wonder. Kim's going to bring the ball in right around the 3-yard line, and that will take us forward to the 25, bring up 1st and 10 for the Owls. And Ryan O'Leary and that Kenyon offense they'll need to move the ball like they did on the last drive and keep this one close as they battle right now with Wittenberg, down 14-7 with 4:06 to play first quarter.
Now it looks like freshman running back Jordan Benjamin in the game, number 25 for Kenyon.
Benjamin will be in the backfield with O'Leary, a freshman out of Montreal, Quebec. O'Leary with the pitch to Benjamin, near side up to the 30, to the 34. He'll go out of bounds right around the 35. Nice job on the first play of the game for Benjamin.
Yeah, really nice. And again, an interesting use of the backfield for both sides so far. See if Kenyon, they've on that touchdown drive last time, they went through the air like they have all season. We'll see how they utilize Benjamin on this drive.
8-yard gain from Benjamin. He'll be in the shotgun to the left of O'Leary. 2nd and 2. O'Leary takes the snap. Going near side, finds Murray at the 42. He's trying to get away from the defender. Goes out of bounds at around the 44-yard line. Great job by Max Yost to pull back Murray. Murray almost got away from it.
Yeah, Yost, one of the leaders on this defense, 9 tackles last game. And they're going to call a penalty. Looked like Murray was getting dragged by his jersey. Otherwise, he would have got free.
Right.
And is that what the penalty was?
I think it was actually roughing the passer, if I saw that correctly. So that is going to completely move the ball down the field for Kenyon.
Wow.
And right now it is penalties for that Wittenberg defense that are really bugging them at this point. 1st and 10 from the Wittenberg 41. Pass out to Benjamin will be far out in front of him, but a flag thrown immediately as the ball was snapped to O'Leary. Wait to see what the call is. Potentially could be either false start or offsides here. It's going to be a false start penalty on the Kenyon offense.
I think that might have been on Benjamin. He might have went early. I was trying to go in motion. It was him who they looked to throw to.
And that'll move the ball back another 5 yards, and we'll redo first down. 1st and 15 from the Wittenberg 46-yard line. O'Leary in the shotgun. Thompson back in at running back. He'll be to the right of O'Leary. Play action. O'Leary going near side, and nobody down there. I think he thought Murray was going to be moving and kind of going streamlined down the near sideline, but he never did.
Definitely a miscommunication there. Really, Kenyon was lucky that there was no safety for Wittenberg in that area. Otherwise, it would have been an easy interception, but instead it'll be 2nd down and long for Kenyon.
2nd and 15 for Kenyon. Still on the Wittenberg 46-yard line. Thompson will be in the shotgun right beside O'Leary. To the right. Be a 3 wide receiver set. Murray at the bottom of your screen. Schnarry and Kim at the top of your screen. O'Leary takes a snap, finds Murray. He goes to the 40, up to the 35, to the 30. And he is surrounded by a sea of white jerseys. Bringing him eventually down was Calavini. And just like that, a big first down for that Kenyon offense. And once again, we can say his name once, we'll say it a million times. Finn Murray doing what Finn Murray does and gets the first down.
Yeah, what a play after the catch by Murray.
O'Leary going for the end zone, trying to find Murray, but it will go out of the sideline, out of bounds, incomplete, and brings up 2nd and long. He was also getting some pressure in his face. Wittenberg coming up very quickly. Mike Knock, the senior defensive tackle, was getting in the face of O'Leary. He had to get rid of the ball. 2nd and 10, ball on the 26-yard line of Wittenberg. It'll be O'Leary in the shotgun, Thompson to his right. Trips on the far side of the field. And at the bottom of your screen is going to be number 18 for Kenyon and Dylan Carlquist, freshman wide receiver. O'Leary takes the snap, going for Carlquist, and he is picked off. Calavini picks it off around the 20-yard line. He will get away from a defender at the 30, up to the 35, tackled in the backfield by Kim. Or from behind is Kim. That'll be about a 17-yard return, roughly, for Calavini. And it'll be 1st and 10 for that Wittenberg offense. And just when Kenyon was moving the ball, trying to thread that needle to Carlquist, and Calavini made a big heads-up play.
Yeah, Carlquist's first play on the field, I think, so far. First time they went to him. And I think Murray was off the field there for Kenyon. And the pass was a little telegraphed right to the Wittenberg linebacker. And now we'll see if the Kenyon defense can answer back.
1st and 10 for the Wittenberg offense. Ball marked at the 40-yard line. Take the snap, drops back is Brown. Brown going to go back up into the pocket. Just almost bring him down. It will eventually be for the Owls. It's going to be Mitchell Nueska, the sophomore linebacker, but almost there doing the damage was Canonico.
There were 3 defenders there who could have had a huge tackle for loss. Nice play from Brown to get a few more yards, but it's still a loss of 2. Good recovery.
Heads up play for Mitchell Nueska, bringing down Brown before he could get away from the pile. Still a loss of 2, brings up 2nd and 12 for the Wittenberg offense. Takes the snap, bobbles it, and Canonico gets a second chance on that one. Canonico goes right after Brown. He's like, you got away from me last time.
Yeah.
Not this time.
Well, a little miscommunication maybe there from Brown. Bobbled the ball in the backfield, and Canonico shed his blocker and had the opportunity to lay the hammer there, and he did, and it'll bring up a 3rd and long. Big play on defense for Kenyon.
Loss of 3 on that play, 3rd and 15 like Teddy said. Brown will be in the shotgun. Believe that is Gross to his right. Brown takes the snap, drops back. He's looking down the field, and it's going to be picked off. Cardoso with the pick for the Kenyon Owls. And just like that, Jalen Cardoso, the junior defensive back out of Dorchester, Massachusetts, with the big interception for the Owls. It's 1st and 10 Kenyon.
Huge play there. We talked about seeing if Kenyon could recover after the interception, and then they do with an interception of their own. Cardoso, 2nd interception on the season. And huge play there on 3rd and long. Kenyon with great field position.
We do have a flag on the play. I think it is after the interception, however. It's going to be against Kenyon. So that is going to push them back off of the return. So I believe that is they're going to go back to the 47-yard line of Kenyon. So roughly about a 15-yard penalty. Still great starting field position for the Owls. And with 1:08 to play, still only in the first quarter, plenty of time and great field position to start out here on this drive. O'Leary in the shotgun takes the snap, hands it off to Thompson. Thompson goes far side up to the 50, to the 45, to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, and he will be just tripped up at around the 20-yard line. Trying to see who that was.
I think it was Yost there, number
Yes.
9, for Wittenberg saving the day. That looked like it might have been a touchdown if Thompson could have got away from Yost.
And now we are finally getting a chance to see what Thompson looks like in the open field, and that was dangerous if you're the Owls. It'd be Benjamin back in at running back. Snap to O'Leary. O'Leary finds Murray. Murray going to be dropped down right around the 16, maybe 17-yard line. Calavini in on that one. And also Drew Stipe.
We talked about the 3-headed monster at receiver. So far it's been mostly Finn Murray for Kenyon.
Jordan Stipe with a nice tackle there. Gain of 4 brings up 2nd and 6. O'Leary in the shotgun. Benjamin to his left. Play action. Going for the end zone. Trying to find Murray. And will Murray bring it in?
Oh.
They're going to say it is incomplete. Thought he had the toe drag
Wow.
there, but it looked like he bobbled the ball in the back of the end zone.
What a play that would have been.
He had one just like that they called for a touchdown in the opener against Bluffton. Man, that would have been deja vu for Finn Murray. I like the play call, though. Be aggressive. 3rd and 7. Takes the snap. Throws it near side for Schnarry. Schnarry is going to go out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 12. Going to be 1 yard short. Clock's going to keep rolling. And that's actually going to take us into the second quarter. So, got a big play coming up.
Yeah.
If you're the Owls, got 4th and short for the offense. Can Kenyon pull it off? We'll find out when we come back here after the break. We've played one. It is 14-7. Wittenberg on top of Kenyon. We'll be right back. And we are back from McBride Field, folks. Kurt Ashcraft alongside Teddy Keller. It's going to be 4th and 2 for the Owls. And all indications right now from the huddle and Coach Ian Good that the Owls are going to go for it. What a way to start a quarter, right, Teddy?
Yeah. Well, they got time to think about this play here with the quarter break. And we talked about Kenyon punching it in the red zone. This is a huge play for them in that regard.
And ladies and gentlemen, Drake Lewis enters in the backfield on 4th and 2. O'Leary in the shotgun. Murray at the bottom of your screen. Breyer goes in motion. Takes the snap, hands it forward to Lewis. Lewis, he's going to move forward, but I don't think it's enough. They're going to spot him just short of the first down marker. It'll be a turnover on downs for Kenyon. And just like that, what looked to be promising just could not get it past up to the 10-yard line, and that will be 1st and 10
that is tough
for Wittenberg.
It was the defenseman Schnurr for Wittenberg on the tackle, one of the leaders of that defense. And, that was interesting that they put in running back Drake Lewis for his first play of the game there on the huge 4th and 1.
Yeah, you talk about catching us by surprise. Coach Good, he did that in spades. 14:54 to play here in the first half. It'll be Wittenberg ball. We'll start on the 11-yard line, 1st and 10. Brown will be under center. Takes the snap, hands it off to Gross. Gross goes near side up to the 15, and he'll be actually stopped right around the 14-yard line. There first to make the play is Jason Gardner, the freshman corner.
Looked like someone was in the backfield there, but Gross able to break free. We saw on the last drive the Kenyon defensive line was real solid with Canonico there on the left end. We'll see if they keep that up here.
Big gain of 4 for Gross. Brings up 2nd and 6. Brown will be under center once again. This is probably the most under center I've seen a quarterback play in 5 years.
Yeah.
14:08 and counting here in the second quarter. Brown takes the snap. It's going to be a quick handoff to Souse. But none other than Andy Canonico there to bring down Souse, who was a wide receiver in motion, took the handoff on the sweep. And Canonico read it like no other, brought him down for a loss, and that will be marked at around the 12, loss of 3.
And we've seen Canonico so far the last few plays on defense really solid. He's had a solid season so far. 4 tackles for loss. That'll make it his 5th. And a big 3rd and long now.
What a game for Andy Canonico so far.
Yeah.
Brown will be in the shotgun. Gross to his right. 3 wide receiver set. 2 on the far side, 1 on the near. Brown takes the snap, drops back. He's looking far side. He's got pressure. He's looking near side now, and he will get the ball to his wide receiver in Drew Starrett, the senior out of Springfield, Ohio, local kid for the Wittenberg Tigers, and he got just enough room on the sideline to bring that ball in. Good awareness by Brown to get away and get the first down.
Looked like Brown had nothing there. Cole Garrison was pressuring him, and he managed to find Starrett on a huge 3rd down conversion.
Gain of 17 on the passing catch brings up 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. In the shotgun once again will be Brown. Gross to his right. 3 wide receiver set, 2 on the far side, 1 on the near. Brown takes the snap, hands the ball. He's going to keep it himself. He's got room past the 30, goes down around the 35-yard line. Daryl Shands there to make the tackle. Be a gain of just about 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 4. A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
We've seen Brown rush the ball himself today.
Yeah, quite a few times.
Already his 5th carry there. Obviously the touchdown early. So he goes under center a lot, but when he goes from the shotgun, we've seen him run it himself.
2nd and 3, ball on the 36-yard line of Wittenberg. Brown will be under center. So we also got a new running back in the backfield as well. That's Anderson. Hands the ball off to Anderson, and Anderson gets away from the first tackler, but eventually bringing him down for Kenyon will be none other than Gusevich. Daniel Gusevich stops him short of the first down marker, brings up 3rd and 1.
That brings up 3rd
Bryce Anderson, first rush of the game. We talked about him being the honorable mention for the NCAC team last year. And kind of like Lewis, seeing his first action in the second quarter.
Brown will be under center once again. 3 wide receivers, 2 on the far side, 1 on the near. Bo at the bottom of your screen. Anderson is in the backfield. Brown going to take the snap. He's going to try to push it forward. I'm not sure if they're going to give it to him. We're going to have to wait and see where the spot is, folks. Brown got a bit of a late push there. They're going to ask to stop the clock. Exactly 11 minutes to go in this quarter.
The spot looks like it might be short.
It does. The spot looks like we might just be an inch or 2 short. And it looks like they're going to bring it out to measure.
Yeah, it looked like he got maybe a half a yard or so on the QB sneak. And here come the chains.
The thing is, though, Teddy, is that will still bring up 4th and short.
Yep.
And at that point, you got to imagine Wittenberg's probably going to go for that one, too.
Yep, they probably will.
But we'll see what we got here on that 3rd down run from Colin Brown. They are going to be, it appears, like 6 inches short.
6 inches short. So it's going to be 4th and inches, but the offense stays out there.
So once again, I wouldn't be surprised we see the exact same thing we did on 3rd down. Maybe Colin Brown, the keeper. He's got the size. He's 6'4", 205. Pretty good offensive line in front of him.
Yep.
But you've also got talent in the backfield, and Anderson, he's actually going to be working out of the shotgun. 4th and inches for Wittenberg on their own 39-yard line, 38-yard line. 2 wide receivers, one on each side of the field, and Brown's going to take a timeout here.
Wonder if they were trying to get a look at the Kenyon defense. Interesting that he went to the shotgun there. I agree with you. He could take this himself probably fairly easily for the first down. But for Kenyon, if they stop him, if they manage to, great field position.
Right. No, absolutely. Absolutely. Brings up still going to be 4th and short. Be interesting what Coach Jim Collins is talking into his huddle on the offensive side for Wittenberg, and for Coach Good on the defensive side for Kenyon. Do you just stack it on the line and assume that they're just going to run forward, or what do you do in that position?
I don't know. I mean, you can't. Yeah, I think you do. The defensive line has been solid the last 2 drives, so I think you just gotta trust what you've been doing there.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. The defensive line so far has done a tremendous job to stand on its head for this Kenyon defensive front.
There's Canonico out there again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Looks like might be going to the shotgun again, though.
Jason Kessler out there, as well as Cole Garrison. Shotgun once again. It'll be Brown in the shotgun, Anderson to his left. 2 wide receivers. Putting in motion is going to be Nobles. He's now far side. Brown takes the snap, hands it off to Anderson. Anderson spins away, and he'll get past the 40, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Wow. Opportunity for Jason Gardner there to make the tackle, but nice spin move from Anderson. Able to get the first down. Interesting call there from Wittenberg on 4th and inches.
Really thought, since we've seen them line up on, under center so much, I mean, you really thought that it was just kind of a foregone conclusion, but they were willing to use the talent they have in the backfield, and Bryce Anderson was able to get a gain of 4, and enough for a first down. 1st and 10, ball on the 43-yard line of Wittenberg. Under center is Brown. Anderson in the backfield. Souse in motion. Takes the snap. Drops back. Look, he's going to try to just run it himself. He gets to the 50, spins away, and goes down around the 46-yard line of Kenyon.
Bongiorno in on the tackle there, and already the 7th rushing attempt for Brown. 31 yards on the ground. That's almost as many as Gross, the running back. Another big first down there for the Tigers.
Takes them into Kenyon territory. Ball will be at the 46-yard line. 9:36 and counting here in the first half. Wittenberg 14, Kenyon 7. Kenyon trying to get a stop here on this drive. Brown will be in the shotgun, and Gross to his left. Takes the snap, hands it off to Gross. Gross back up the middle of the field, in between the hashes, up to around the 37, it'll be the 37-yard line. A gain of 9. And that brings up 2nd and 1. And once again, Garrett Gross doing what Garrett Gross does. This dude picks up yards in chunks.
Yeah, now all of a sudden that rushing game for the Tigers is doing whatever they want to. The Kenyon defense gonna need something if you're Kenyon to stop them here in their own territory.
2nd and 1. Ball on the 37. Brown in the shotgun. Gross to his left. Takes the snap. Hands the ball off to Gross. And Gross will get to the 35 to the 30, and he's still going past the 25. He'll be dropped down right around the 24-yard line. And that will get another big first down for Wittenberg. Clock ticking, 8:25 and counting here in the second quarter.
Kenyon just doesn't have an answer for that rush out of the shotgun for I don't think it matters which running back it's been.
Right. Whether it's Gross or it's Anderson or it's Hall, they just seem to be picking up large chunks of yards. Hands the ball off. This one to Gross once again to the 15, to the 10, 5, and he will get into the end zone on the far side for a Wittenberg touchdown. And just like that, it's Wittenberg 20, Kenyon 7 with the extra point pending.
Yeah, right on cue. Another running play out of the shotgun, just finding holes in this Kenyon defense, and all of a sudden a little momentum shift here. It looked like Kenyon had an opportunity to maybe tie it up at 14
right
on the 4th down opportunity, and then going down the other way was the Tigers.
And the extra point, it is up, and it is good. And that one coming from the foot of Brandon Goodwin. Just like that, it is now 21-7 in favor of Wittenberg over your Kenyon College Owls. Here's the thing, though, folks. There's 8:01 to play here in the second quarter. Still time for Kenyon offense to answer before we go to the break. And if you're Coach Ian Good, that's what you're trying to really preach to these guys. Like, we still have a chance to get into the end zone, and then we can go out there and make an answer before we go into halftime.
Yeah, well, ever since that first drive, that 3-and-out, the offense has been really solid. They've obviously had the touchdown and then a couple more opportunities. The interception was a blow for O'Leary, but
right.
I think they just keep doing what they're doing on offense. Pretty solid rush game from the team of running backs, alongside some big receptions from Murray.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of the rushing for Wittenberg, Gross not even halfway through the second quarter here. He's already got 82 yards on the ground. So Kenyon going to have to do something to figure out how to stop that rushing game of the Tigers.
We've seen what Julius Thompson can do in the open field and what Benjamin's been able to do when he gets an opportunity, but just putting it all together. And Zach Kim will fair catch it right around the 3-yard line. That'll take it out to the 25, 1st and 10 for Kenyon. They got 75 yards to go, folks. But you got to trust in the senior leadership on this offense. That's headlined by Ryan O'Leary and the 2 senior wide receivers, and Finn Murray and Andrew Schnarry.
Yeah, and, it's 21-7, but it feels closer than that.
It does.
We talked about this game being competitive. If anything, Kenyon maybe deserves a little bit better of a score right now. We'll see if they can answer the 14 straight points from Wittenberg.
So the ball is being brought back to the 12. Not exactly sure why, but that's where we're going to start this one. It's actually going to be at the 12, yes. 1st and 10, O'Leary in the shotgun. He's going right. to Schnarri in the middle of the field. He's outpasses 35 to the 40. Schnarri trying to get away from the defenders. Eventually bringing him down is Anthony Pedro, the junior defensive back. But what a play right there. We were trying to figure out where they were spotting the ball, and just like that, O'Leary said, let's not worry about that. Let's just run Schnarri up the middle, and that's exactly what they did, and it worked.
Only the second reception for Schnarri, but a huge one there. And now going quick is this Kenyon offense.
Takes the snap, hands it off to Thompson up the middle, and he will be stopped right in the backfield. And Calavini there first to make the stop, as well as Mike Knock, the senior defensive tackle. And that'll be a loss of 2, brings up 2nd and 12 for that Kenyon offense. O'Leary will be in the shotgun, Thompson to his right. 3 wide receiver set, 2 on the far side, Kim at the bottom of your screen. Getting the official call from the offense. O'Leary takes the snap, play action. O'Leary going far side, trying to get it to Murray, but it will just go over the reach of Finn Murray in Wittenberg territory. That'll bring up 3rd and long.
Murray had an opportunity there. The ball looked to be bobbling. Not a great throw from O'Leary. It was on target, but not a great spiral. Now it's going to be 3rd and long.
3rd and long from the 44. O'Leary in the shotgun. 3 wide receiver set. Takes the snap. Drops back, trying to get away. Lost the ball. An offensive lineman for Kenyon. Looks to be number 74 in Cole Kyrol. He jumped on top of it. They're going to say that Kenyon recovers it. Great heads-up play by Kyrol. But that will set up 4th and long, and Denacey will punt it away for the Kenyon offense.
Yeah, big play from Kyrol to save something there, but a little disappointing after the huge play to Schnarri there for Kenyon. Nothing doing besides that.
Denacey set to punt it away. Puts the boot into it. That's a really nice punt for Denacey. And Wittenberg on the return is number 13, Tyler May. May goes up to the 40. He will stay and bounce up to the 50. He's cutting toward the middle of the field, and he will go down at the 50-yard line. Finishing the tackle on May, number 15, and David Livingston, sophomore wide receiver for Kenyon. But a great return by May up to the 50, and that will spot it right at midfield for the Tigers. Up 2 scores with 5:54 to play. There's still plenty of time. Kenyon defense really going to have to step up and make an answer right here.
Yep, I mean, we were talking about the momentum. It's totally shifted to Wittenberg right now. And we got to see if the defense can dig deep and stymie this offensive Wittenberg.
Takes the snap, hands it off to Anderson. Anderson up the middle of the field on the right, on the far hash. And he will finally be brought down right around the 35-yard line. Gain of just about 15 for Bryce Anderson.
Seems to be every play now they're going with that shotgun rush right off the center and getting a first down most of the time.
It seems to be working, at least right now. They have momentum in their favor. Kenyon trying to stop them at some point, try to keep them out of the end zone here. Another handoff to Anderson out of the shotgun. Anderson up to the 25, up to the 20. He will go down right around the 19-yard line. Making the stop for Kenyon is Nathan Junk. And Junk trying to stop Anderson from going any further. And that'll bring up 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. And Wittenberg continuing to roll. In the shotgun will be Colin Brown. Anderson to his right. Hands it off to Anderson. Anderson now up to the right hash. He will go down around the 14-yard line. Gain of just about 5. And that will bring up, they're going to mark him, be a gain of 5, brings up 2nd and 5.
Ever since Anderson first entered the game, they've been just using him and Gross, exchanging them for big runs. I can't remember the last time they threw the ball.
Yeah, true. Brown will be in the shotgun. Anderson to his left once again. 3 wide receiver set. 2 on the far side, 1 on the near. Takes the snap. Hands it off to Anderson. No, it's going to be Brown keeping it. He's going to go to the far side up to the 10. He will go out of bounds right around the 8-yard line. Colin Brown will get the first down, and he has shown plenty of game-changing plays with his legs so far here this afternoon. 4 minutes and counting left to go here in the first half. And Kenyon doing everything they can to keep Wittenberg out of the end zone. It is 1st and goal from the 8. Brown in the shotgun. Hands it off to Anderson. Anderson up the middle. He's trying to spin away. He may have gained a yard, but it may be more closer to no gain. Bring up 2nd and goal.
Good play there for the Kenyon defense. Talking about Brown rushing the ball, he's had 9 rushes. Only 6 throws today for Brown, so whatever the score is at halftime, Kenyon's going to be talking about how to stop this rushing game.
Brown in the shotgun, takes the snap, going to keep it himself, roll near side. He's going to throw it to the end zone and finds Malik Bowe for a Wittenberg touchdown. Be an 8-yard pass and catch from Brown to Bowe, and just like that, it is 27-7 in favor of Wittenberg.
Bowe just found the open area in the end zone on the little bootleg there from Brown, and passing touchdown for Wittenberg.
Brown doing a great job, especially, what is kind of the mantra of football is we're going to have the snap, the kick, the hold, the extra point is going to be up, and it is going to be good for Wittenberg, for Nathan Hawks. But what is the mantra of football? Establish the run to set up the pass. And that's what Wittenberg did really on that entire drive, was they just ran the ball down the field. Then they got it to the 8-yard line. Run didn't go the way they wanted to for Anderson, so they had Brown roll out and find Bowe.
Yep, and they've been establishing the run, but that's all they've needed on their previous touchdowns. Been running it in from distance.
Mm-hmm.
That time, Kenyon perhaps expecting the run on a 2nd down.
Sure.
And now all of a sudden, game getting a little out of hand here toward the end of the first half.
Well, I think with 3:10 to go here in the first half, it makes it for Coach Ian Good and the Kenyon offense, you have to really be urgent on this drive and trying to get big bunches of yards at once. And I think, having, set up 4 wide, whatever you have to do, put Thompson, get him some room. I think that'll be the thing that really needs to help this team try to get a score before the break.
And we've seen them be able to do that this season so
Yeah.
far, using their receivers, even on the last drive, So, yeah.
And on the kickoff, Kim will bring it in inside the 5. He'll fair catch it, and that'll set up for the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Owls, and this is a huge drive for Coach Ian Good and the Kenyon Owls. Trying to cut into that deficit a little bit before halftime. Give yourself some momentum going into the second half.
Yeah, Wittenberg scored 21 straight, but if they can go into half, maybe with another touchdown here, get a little momentum, this game is not out of reach.
And hands the ball off to Benjamin. No, it's going to be a toss to Murray. Murray for Kim. Kim gets it in at the 40-yard line. He's going to the 35, to the 30. It was a handoff to Benjamin, a toss to Murray, and Murray slung it 40 yards down the field.
Wow, what little trickeration. Huge play. Left-handed throw from Murray. Was bobbling on Kim. He was wide open. If he was led a little bit, it would have been a walk-in touchdown.
1st and 10 from the 30. From the Wittenberg 30 for Kenyon. It'll be Benjamin in the shotgun with O'Leary. He'll be to the right of O'Leary. 3 wide receivers on the far side, 1 on the near. Kim at the bottom of your screen, folks. O'Leary takes the snap, looks for Kim. It's a little low for Kim. That'll be incomplete, brings up 2nd and 10.
You talked about taking some shots down the field here. First play, a little trickeration, and Kim was absolutely wide open. Now they got to capitalize, though. They cannot let that play go to waste here.
It's right. You got to get something out of that now. It's going to be O'Leary in the shotgun. Benjamin over on the move, trying to go down the middle of the field to Shinari. But all on top of Shinari was Cameron Snurr. He had 13 tackles against SUNY Cortland 2 weeks ago. And he's made an impact so far today. Brings up now 3rd and long.
Couple big plays from one of the leaders of that defense, Snurr. He had the tackle on the 4th down. And now Kenyon probably in a 4-down set here. 2 plays to get 10 yards.
O'Leary in the shotgun. Benjamin to his right. We'll have 2 wide receivers at the bottom of your screen. Kim at the bottom of the screen and Shinari in the slot. Finn Murray at the top of your screen. Takes the snap. Play action. Going Murray, middle of the field. He's got it at the 20, and he goes down at around the 19-18-yard line. Big first down pass and catch from O'Leary to Murray. And there's still time on the clock. 2:20 and counting. And it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. O'Leary in the shotgun. Benjamin to his right. Be a 3 wide receiver set. 2 on the near side. And Finn Murray will be at the top of your screen. Shinari in the slot and Kim at the bottom of your screen. Benjamin in at running back with O'Leary in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Play action. O'Leary looking right. He's trying to cut back to the middle, and he will slide down at the 20-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and 11, but a smart play that he could have lost more yardage.
He had nothing going there. It looked like maybe he was looking for Murray or something over on the other end, and defense was all over him. Murray already with 7 receptions for 73 yards.
2nd and 11. O'Leary will be in the shotgun once again. Zach Kim all alone here on the bottom of your screen, folks. Murray on the far side at the top and Shinari in the slot. Takes the snap. Play action. O'Leary going end zone for Kim. Kim turns around. He does not get it. It's going to be incomplete. But a flag thrown right after Max Yost was all over Kim. Looks like we're going to get pass interference, and I believe that's exactly what the call is going to be on Yost for Wittenberg.
Yost did not like it. It looked like Kim was trying to come back around Yost on the underside, but Yost gave him a little slap, and another penalty, on the defense. So on that drive that Kenyon scored their touchdown, they capitalized on some penalties from Wittenberg. Trying to do it again right here.
Clock stops at 1:17 to play here in the first half. It is Wittenberg 28, Kenyon 7, but Kenyon is threatening. O'Leary in the shotgun, Benjamin to his left. Murray at the top of your screen, Shinari in motion in the slot. O'Leary now coming this way, going near side, trying to find Benjamin, but over Benjamin's head at the goal line on the near side of the field.
Good effort there from the quarterback O'Leary. He would have been some nice creativity. Looked like he had maybe 3 options before Benjamin, and he had Benjamin open just a little too high.
O'Leary in the shotgun, 2nd and goal from the 5. Benjamin will be to his right in the shotgun. Murray at the top of your screen, Shinari in the slot on the near side, and Kim in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He's going for Shinari, and it's going to be over the head of Shinari in the corner.
He had him wide open.
Ugh.
Good play call. A couple throws just over the head there from O'Leary.
He's had guys wide open these last 2 plays on the near side of the field.
Yeah.
Just really adjusting and getting it to them.
And usually O'Leary guy was very accurate. We've seen it so far today.
Brings up 3rd and goal from the 5. O'Leary in the shotgun. Benjamin in the backfield. Same setup as normal. Finn Murray will be at the top of your screen. Kim at the bottom of your screen. And Shinari will be in the slot on the near side. 1:07 to go here in the second quarter. O'Leary for Murray. And the call, it's a touchdown. Good movement by O'Leary to get away from pressure. Murray got away from his defender, and just like that, a 5-yard pass and catch for a touchdown from O'Leary to Murray. And just like that, the Kenyon Owls cut into their deficit, 28-13 your score.
Nice move. It looked like O'Leary might decide to run it there, and he saw Murray open. Couldn't tell. It looked like he might have bobbled it, but he hung on.
The snap, the hold, the kick is up from Denesi, and it is up and good. And with 1:01 to play here in the first half, It is Wittenberg 28, Kenyon 14, and Coach Ian Good has to feel good about that one. Getting on the board again before you go in for the break. Now it's going to be on the defense to make sure Wittenberg doesn't do the same to them.
Yeah, huge. 4th touchdown of the season already for Murray. He's been a huge weapon for this team. Keeping the Owls in the game here with a big drive, 3 minutes. They ran a 2-minute drill, so there's one left.
That's exactly right. 1:01 to go here in the first half. Wittenberg 28, Kenyon 14. Thank you so much for joining us here from McBride Field on the campus of Kenyon College in Gambier, Ohio. Kurt Ashcraft alongside Teddy Keller here for this one, and it has been a fun game so far. There's been some turnovers. There has been some big plays, some trickery, as you mentioned in the last drive, but it has all really worked in the favor of just a really good Division III football game so far here today.
I really like head coach Ian Good's, decisions, taking the shots down the field, especially with that huge play on the little end-around pass led to the touchdown.
And it's going to be another squibber. It's going to go over the hands of Wittenberg's number 28. May will come up with it, and he'll take it out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 from the Wittenberg 30, and it went through the hands of senior linebacker Seth Jones. And those squib kicks have really been working for Kenyon's special teams.
They really have. Obviously D3, you're not going to put a ton of touchbacks through the end zone, so anything for Kenyon to get a little action is going to be, what they're looking for.
Right.
55 seconds left.
Any advantage you can find, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's half is far from over.
That's right. Far from over. 55 seconds to play here in the second quarter. It's a 2-touchdown lead for Wittenberg over Kenyon. Brown in the shotgun. He'll take the snap, but a whistle blown with a flag. It's going to be a delay of game on the offense.
Wow.
So that's going to be a 5-yard penalty.
Rare you see that out of a kickoff.
Absolutely. So that will take us back to the now 25. So it's at 1st and 15 for Wittenberg. And they're going to want to, they trimmed a second off the clock. They're going to set it back to 55 now. So Brown will be back in the shotgun. It's going to be Reed Hall to his right. 3 wide receivers set. May on the bottom of the screen and 2 at the top. Takes the snap, hands it off to Hall. Hall will move back to the original line of scrimmage to the 30, and they'll spot him there. Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 10. I said they're going to actually no, it will be at the 30, so it will be 2nd and 10. Brown back in the shotgun. Clock moving. Takes the snap, looking far side of the field, and he will find, I believe that's Starrett. Yeah, Drew Starrett, the senior out of Springfield, Ohio, Huron High School. That'll be enough for a first down. They'll spot it now at the 40-yard line.
Second catch of the day for Starrett, and gets out of bounds. Clock stops, 31 seconds. It was interesting to see them run it and let the clock go and then throw it.
1st and 10 from the 40, 31 seconds to play first half. Brown takes the snap. Brown getting away from pressure. Brown going now far side. He's going to do it with his legs, and he will go out of bounds at around the 44-yard line. That's a gain of 4. It'll stop the clock at 23 seconds, and it'll bring up 2nd and 6. So it's very clear Coach Collins for Wittenberg, he is trying to set something up. That it's not just let's go in a half and do it all over again. No, it is let's try to see if we can get some points.
Yeah, we'll see if they take some sort of shot down the field here. Probably only has a few more plays.
Like we said, 23 seconds to play here in the first half. Brown in the shotgun. Brown drops back. Brown looking downfield. Brown going for Starrett. Starrett brings the ball in at the 15. He'll go down at the 5. And a big home run pitch coming off the arm of Colin Brown to Drew Starrett. And it will be 1st and goal just like that. A big bomb for Wittenberg. 14 seconds to go.
There was that shot down the field. It was their first throw of considerable yardage all day. And Starrett was able to get behind the defense. Gardner for Kenyon made the tackle, saving a touchdown. And that could be a tough blow for the Owls.
A 54-yard pass finds the hands of Drew Starrett. That'll bring us down to right around the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, and there's plenty that Wittenberg can do with that. But we've seen Kenyon bend but not break before. Is that going to be one of these situations where they can get these 14 seconds to trim off?
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, Wittenberg has used that rushing game. We'll see if they try and run it. They got 1 timeout left. Assume they are probably going to throw it here with the limited clock.
First and goal from the 3. It'll be Anderson in the backfield. It'll be Brown under center. 2 wide receivers on the near side, May and Starrett. Hand off to Anderson. Anderson, he's going to be short of the goal line.
Huge play from, I think that was Daryl Shands.
Stopping
the touchdown.
Yes, Shands was in on that. Michael Bongiorno, the sophomore linebacker, was in on that. Great play. Timeout called once again by Wittenberg. That'll be their 2nd timeout. Actually, no, their 3rd and final timeout. So now that moves it up to the 1. But if you don't get it in here, you have 7 seconds. The clock could run down. So do you trust your run game at this point, or do you try to get a quick pass, and if it falls incomplete, you got a couple of seconds left? What do you do in that situation, Teddy?
I think here on 2nd down, you gotta throw it. If you trust the run game, they could even run it on the next play, presuming they have a couple seconds left.
Mm-hmm.
But huge play. Looks like they might have put it at the 2.
So they may be dropping that back another yard. So it'll be at the 2, only a gain of 1 for Anderson. Yeah. So we will see what happens here. 7 seconds to go, first half. Wittenberg right now holding on to a 2-touchdown lead over Kenyon. Kenyon trying to get Wittenberg off the field without getting any points on this drive. So Brown will be, it appears, in the shotgun.
I wouldn't be surprised if they go to Anderson, though. I mean,
I wouldn't either.
That last play was the only one, it seemed, that didn't get positive yards.
And now Kenyon going to follow with another timeout. See how that Wittenberg offense set up. And now you got to think, what did Coach Ian Good see from that offensive setup? That makes him feel that, was their defense that they threw out there, was that going to be enough to stop them, or are they going to have to change some things up? I think it's such a tough situation because you've seen Wittenberg do well both through the air and on the ground.
Yeah.
Do you just kind of trust your instinct at that point?
Yeah. I mean, all I know is both head coaches right now know the importance of this play or these 2 plays.
Right.
They go into half, even though it's a 14-point game. This is huge.
It is huge. This really is going to change momentum either way.
Yeah.
Going in at the half.
Kenyon could get huge momentum with a stop, but
2nd and goal from the 2 for Wittenberg. And now the officials are meeting out there, waiting and seeing what is going on.
You got Starrett one-on-one down at the bottom of the screen with Gardner. He's had a couple big catches on this drive.
Second and goal from the 2. 28-14 in favor of Wittenberg. And now the officials talking to Coach Good, waiting to see what is actually going on in this situation.
A little confusing here. Refs really rising the anticipation.
So we're trying to get some sort of understanding right now. So trying to figure all that out, folks. So now we get the officials that allow play to continue. 2nd and goal from the 2. 7 seconds. Brown will be in the shotgun. Anderson to his right. Brown takes the snap. Going near side for Starrett. And Starrett cannot bring it in. But they're going to get a penalty. Looks like it's going to be defensive pass interference on Kenyon's Jason Gardner. And that'll trim 3 seconds off. That will, I believe, go half the distance to the goal. So you're now at the 1. And first down, but at the same time, that still really doesn't change anything.
No, it really doesn't.
So
gives them a yard.
Yeah, right. Okay, so now that it moves them up to the 1, but now they're just going to go out and try to kick the field goal. It'll be Brandon Goodwin set to kick the field goal. The snap, the hold, the kick, it is up, and it is good.
So wow.
That's going to result in a 19-yard field goal, but if you're Kenyon, you feel great about that.
Yeah. It's interesting that final play didn't look too much to be like a penalty to me, but it looked like a pretty good pass deflection. And I'm kind of surprised that they went to the field goal there. I don't know. I thought maybe they would go with one try to run it in.
Sure.
Because they've been so good at it all day.
And in that situation, you make a lot of sense, Teddy. But at the same time, you got to think they're out of timeouts.
Yeah.
So even if they did try another play, they didn't get in. They can't call a quick timeout. So, always that old mantra.
Yeah.
You get the points if they're there, right?
Yep.
So you can understand Collins there, but at the same time, for Coach Good, you got to feel good about after that big play to Starrett, bringing it inside the 5, that you're able to stop these guys, stop Wittenberg from getting into the end zone on that drive. That makes it a 31-14 game at the half, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a wild one here in the first half. It is going to be Wittenberg ball when we come back from the half. We're going to take a bit of a break, but when we come back, we're going to have first half stats analysis and get you ready for second half action here from McBride Field as the Kenyon College Owls are currently trailing the Wittenberg Tigers 31-14 here in Gambier. We'll be right back. And we are back here from McBride Field, ladies and gentlemen. Kurt Ashcraft alongside Teddy Keller here. We got 1 minute remaining here in halftime, and your halftime score is Wittenberg 31, Kenyon 14. You kind of want to go over a bit of the stats from that first half, Teddy. When we see the score, but at the same time, Kenyon definitely kept it very competitive. But, I mean, you look at the Wittenberg stats, it's really kind of hard to keep up with their running game.
Yeah, I mean, that running game, Garrett Gross, 82 yards, along with Bryce Anderson, 43 yards, and a handful of big chunk plays for the Wittenberg offense. And, you know, we were talking about the running game, but we shouldn't overlook the passing game. Colin Brown, 171 yards on just 8 completions. So,
right.
You know, it seems like while they're going to the rushing game a lot more than the passing game, it doesn't seem like Kenyon has an answer for either.
The only incompletion he had was that interception that he threw to Cardoso for Kenyon. On the other side of things, you got Kenyon where you got Julius Thompson with 5 carries for 52 yards. O'Leary has 3 carries for 4 yards and a touchdown. Jordan Benjamin, 1 carry for 8 yards. And Drake Lewis, 1 carry for 1 yard. O'Leary threw the air 12 of 22 for 119 and a touchdown and interception. Finn Murray, 1 for 1 for a 45-yarder on that big trick play over to Zach Kim. So far, yards-wise, Finn Murray has been targeted 11 times, has 8 catches, 78 yards, and a touchdown. Kim has 2 catches for 50 yards. Andrew Schnarry has 2 catches for 34 yards. And Thompson has 1 catch for 2 yards. And that pretty much says it right there.
Yeah.
Leading the way, tackling both teams. Michael Lino has 7 tackles for Kenyon. Max Yost has 7 tackles for Wittenberg. Mike Knock has 4. Cameron Schnurr and Grant Hollinger have 3 each. And for Kenyon, Michael Bongiorno has 5 tackles. Andy Canonico and Mitchell Nuesca, they have 4 tackles apiece. So we are set to kick it away. It will be Wittenberg receiving the ball out of the half. Denacey will kick it away. What are some things you really want to see here starting in the second half?
Well, in terms of Kenyon, on defense, I think they got to lock up somewhere, you know, as there's another squib kick.
Little squib kick, and Wittenberg's going to have to fall on top of it at the 25-yard line.
Another one of those from Denacey. But, the defense, I mean, I wonder what, head coach Ian Good said at halftime to them, because it seems like nothing is working for them.
Right.
Stop the rush, but, you know, when they throw, they've been able to do that too. So, yeah, we'll see what, you know, hopefully this defensive line can get some pressure. That seems like when they were at their best was when the line pressured the quarterback.
Andy Canonico, Daryl Shands, we saw them pressure Brown a handful of times, and that's when things went well for that Kenyon offense. Or for that Kenyon defense. A play action snap out of in the shotgun for Brown. He pass it complete for Gross. Gross will take it to around the 36-yard line. That'll be enough for a Wittenberg first down. And just like that, Wittenberg picking up right where they left off.
Yeah, it looked like a little slip screen type play there. Got some pressure on it, but again, passing it to the running back, Gross. That actually only his 2nd reception of the day, but we see that he's definitely a weapon both to run and to pass to.
Ball spotted at the 37-yard line of Wittenberg. Brown takes the snap out of the shotgun. Gross up the middle, up the right hash. And Kenyon there to make the tackle. That's Mitchell Nuesca. That's to be a gain of 4. Brings up 2nd and 6. So Brown will be back in the shotgun. Go ahead, Teddy.
This drive is big for Kenyon. You know, already a big deficit. Got to stop him here.
Brown takes the snap, rolls near side, looks for Bo. He's got him at the 45 up to the 50. He's in Kenyon territory. He goes down right around the 44-yard line of Kenyon. And once again, Brown to Bo. They have been quite the connection.
Yeah, Bo had that touchdown toward the end of the first half, and that big receiver for the Tigers. Still only 1 incompletion for Brown on the day.
Looks like Malik Bo's he's been running most of his stuff out of that curl route a little bit. That just brings him back in and catches the ball and lets his size and speed take him the rest of the way. Hand off to Reed Hall. Hall will be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. there to make the tackle, Jason Keller, one of the first guys on him. And I'll bring up 2nd and 10. Also there on the play, Cole Garrison for Kenyon. That defensive front, they know when they get opportunities to stop Wittenberg, they have to take them.
Yeah.
And it was a play right there. They knew when Reed Hall had the ball, it was we have to swallow him up and make sure no gain happened here.
Yeah, they had a couple opportunities in the first half to stop him on big third downs and weren't able to. So still 2nd down, but
2nd and 10 from the 44-yard line of Kenyon. Brown in the shotgun takes a snap, play action. He'll drop back. He's being pressured by Garrison. He's going to pass over on the far side. It's going to be Hall bringing it in. Hall will get the first down. He'll go down around the 30-yard line of Kenyon. That's a gain of 14 on the play. Daryl Shands making the initial stop on Reed Hall, and that'll be 1st down Wittenberg.
A really nice play there from Brown, able to keep his presence with the the pressure from Garrison and found the open man. He's been doing that all day.
So Bo will end up at the bottom of your screen, folks. It's a 3 wide receiver set, 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom. Souse will be in the slot. It'll be a handoff in the shotgun to Reed Hall. Hall still moving after he was initially tackled. And right on top of him was Jason Keller, but he moved another 3 yards after that, brings up 2nd and 1.
That rush out of the shotgun, little off-center play, has been really solid so far for the Tigers offense today. And, I think Coach Collins for them probably told them at half, just keep doing what they're doing.
2nd and 1, snapped to Brown. Brown hands it off to Gross, and Gross will get up to the 20. That should be enough for the 1st down. And I believe that was Garrett Gross. And it was. So that'll be a gain of right around 2. Up to the 19 and bring up 1st and 10.
Like Kessler in on the tackle again.
Brown will be in the shotgun. Gross to his left. Brown now looks over to Coach Jim Collins. Gets the call. He'll be in the shotgun. Brown takes the snap, drops back, looking near side. He's going for Souse. Souse in the end zone. It was in and out of his hands, and that will bring up 2nd and 10.
Souse had an opportunity there for a touchdown. One of the few times they've targeted him today, and going into the game, thought he'd be one of the primary targets. It's been more Bo today, but you can't overlook Souse if you're Kenyon.
Well, right now, what we've seen, especially through the first half and even now, Brown has done a tremendous job of utilizing all of his receiving talent. Souse, Tyler May, Malik Bowe, and even his running backs out of the backfield.
And Starrett.
Yeah, and Starrett, absolutely. Takes the snap. Brown he's going to roll far side, and he's going to get Bowe at the 3, and Bowe will go into the end zone for a Wittenberg touchdown. Just a little bit of a slant pattern there across the middle of the field. Malik Bowe wide open, takes the pitch and catch to him into the end zone for a 19-yard touchdown for Wittenberg.
2nd touchdown of the day for Bowe. Very similar to the one he had on the other end of the field earlier.
Right.
A little wheel route, wide open in the end zone.
37-14 your score, pending the extra point. The kick is up, and it is good. Nathan Hawks puts it through the uprights. And with 11:02 to play here in the 3rd quarter, the score, Wittenberg 38, Kenyon 14. And now if you're Coach Ian Good, you're in a position where you know you have to score, and you have to do your best to keep up with this Wittenberg offense.
Yeah, this offense for Kenyon has been, the strong suit of their side this year. Hopefully they can try and pick something up for their defense and get a little momentum going, but it seems like most times down the field for Wittenberg it's been pretty easy for Brown and whatever weapon he chooses to use.
So the Tigers will kick it away. And it appears doing the honors will be number 43 and Nick Bowman. Back to return will be Zach Kim, as well as Joe Gorte. Bowman with the kick. Kim will fair catch it. It'll go into the end zone, and Kenyon will start out at their own 25-yard line. Currently trailing by 24, 38-14 here in the third quarter. 11:02 to play in the frame. So we'll see what Ryan O'Leary and this Kenyon College offense can do. Their first drive of the second half.
Something to keep an eye on, the running back here. Benjamin now in for Kenyon. Seen him and the other freshman, Thompson, for a lot of the game.
And something to note, we still have not seen Jack Provenza today.
Yeah, he's usually the primary running back, especially with Lewis injured.
O'Leary takes the snap in the shotgun, hands it off to Benjamin. Benjamin near side up to the 30, to the 35, to the 40, to the 45, to the 50. He will stay in bounds to the 30, to the 20, to the 15, 10, 5, touchdown,
Wow.
Benjamin!
What a play. What a play from Benjamin.
One play, 75 yards, and a touchdown from Jordan Benjamin, the freshman from Montreal, Quebec, the Kent School. And just like that, 75 yards one way for Benjamin and the Owls.
First career touchdown there for Benjamin. He just hit the sideline and flew, avoided one push that might have took him out at around the 40 and took it all the way to the end zone. We talked about the freshman getting in the game and 2 rushes. There's the touchdown.
The snap, the hold, the kick from Denacey is up, and it is good. And we said that Kenyon was going to have to score quick, and they did. And just like that drive by Wittenberg that made it look a little out of hand with we're at 24 points down. Now it's back to 17. Anything can happen now, Teddy.
And, we said it had to be quick. I would have expected them to, go through the air. That's how they've, had a lot of yardage, not only in this game, but this season.
Mm-hmm.
But right there, great run play, great blocking, and it's special to see the touchdown there from Benjamin.
Oh, my goodness. Jordan Benjamin, welcome to the NCAC, sir.
He hit the sideline and flew.
Yeah, he did. You're absolutely right. It looked like he was going to be pushed out of bounds right around the 35-yard line.
He was tiptoeing.
And he kept that low center of gravity, stayed in bounds, and after that, you knew he was long gone.
It'll be interesting to see if he stays in as the starting running back for the rest of the game. I mean, we've seen Thompson for most of the game. He's, he had a big rush himself, so both offenses really with not a lot of, weakness today.
Another squib kick on the kickoff by Denacey and brought in by Wittenberg's number 24 and Nick Leibler. So Leibler falls on it right around the 27-yard line. So average field position for Wittenberg. And it's now where 38-21 is your score, 10:47 to play. And, Kenyon only used, what was that, 15 seconds off the clock on that drive? One play, 75 yards, 15 seconds. So now there's still plenty of time. If the Kenyon defense can hold Wittenberg out of the end zone, that is a huge, huge get if you're the Owls. So we'll see what they can do with Colin Brown in the shotgun, takes the snap, play action. Drops back. He's going far side of the field, and he's got South wide open. He catches the ball at the 40 over to the 30, cuts back in. South goes down right around the 15-yard line. And just like that, it's the big plays here in the second half that are taking over right now, Teddy.
All of a sudden, this game has been opened up, and South was absolutely wide open. Maybe a little miscommunication by the defensive backs there for Kenyon. And you were talking about a stop. I mean, the fact of the matter is Kenyon's got to make a couple stops here in the second half if they want a chance.
A 57-yard pass to South will, on the next play, will be a handoff to Hall. Hall will gain right around 4. Brings up 2nd and 6.
Big play was South's first reception of the day. Just, highlighting the number of weapons they have on this offense for Wittenberg.
Yeah. It is mightily impressive, and it's mightily impressive how Kenyon has They've taken their blows today, but they've come right back with their own punches too.
Yep. Each side really has.
9:40 and counting here in the third quarter. Wittenberg on the Kenyon 11. Takes the snap. And he's going to keep it himself, and he is wrapped up. Kenyon's own Isaiah Mann, the senior D lineman from San Diego, California, wraps up Brown in a big way.
Huge tackle there from Mann. We haven't mentioned his name much today, but that's his 5th tackle for loss on the season. So denying the edge there for Brown. It looked similar to a lot of those rushes we've seen from Brown today where he fakes the handoff and runs left.
That's absolutely. We've seen that time and time again from him today. That brought it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to the 15-yard line. 3rd and long now. 3rd and 10 from the 15 for Wittenberg. Brown in the shotgun, Hall to his left. Takes the snap. Brown drops back. He's got pressure. Brown throwing to the corner. And he tried to find Bryson Dykes, but it just goes in and out of the hands of Dykes. He had the ball in the corner, but he dropped it, and good pressure coming from Kenyon's Andy Melion.
Yeah, good pressure from Melion, and Brown was forced to throw it, and it was actually very close to being a touchdown in and out of the hands of Dykes.
So now this will be a 32-yarder coming off the foot of Nathan Hawks. The snap, the hold, the kick, it is up, and it is good. So if you're Kenyon right now, you got to take that because, the way that Wittenberg was moving the ball up and down the field, especially that big 57-yarder to Souse, you're like, okay, well, here we go again, holding them to 3. That keeps it under a 3-score game. Or it keeps it at a 3-score game, and just like that, you're down 20, but you've got some momentum going in your favor.
Yeah, big play from Mann on the 2nd down, and able to, as you said earlier, bend not break on the 3rd down play. 2nd field goal there of the day for Wittenberg. Other than that, it's been all touchdowns.
It has been really a shootout in this one. I mean, we still have 8:33 to play in the third quarter, and it's 41-21. So, we've seen 62 points, not even through 3 quarters yet. So, it has been quite the shootout between these two squads, and it's far from over yet, folks. Kenyon is hanging with the Tigers here at McBride Field.
Yeah, it's strange to say, but it feels like almost a win there for Kenyon.
Right.
Just allowing a field goal. I mean, at some point though, they're going to need some full stops. Maybe a turnover or 2. First things first, though. The offense needs to go to work again.
Kim Fair catches it at the 5. That'll start out now at the 25, and it'll be 1st and 10 for senior Ryan O'Leary in the Kenyon offense. Thompson will now be in at running back. He'll be behind O'Leary in the shotgun. 3 wide receiver set, 2 on the far side, 1 on the near. Kim at the bottom of your screen. O'Leary takes the snap, and he'll hand it off to Thompson. Thompson tackled in the backfield immediately.
Looked like a blitz there from Wittenberg. Saw a couple guys coming. Pedro was coming, and nothing for the running.
And Grant Hollinger right there sniffing out Thompson right away. Loss of 3, brings up 2nd and 13. Takes the snap, play action to Thompson. O'Leary going for Kim. Kim brings it in, and he will catch it. He'll be in Wittenberg territory right at the 40-yard line. Flag on the play. Waiting to see what the official will say on that one.
I think it might be a holding.
It might be coming back. And it will be. Be holding on the offense. And after that big play to Kim, it'll come back, and we'll do 2nd down all over again.
That's tough. I mean, that's 2 plays in a row where the pressure was pretty strong there from the D-line of the Tigers, and obviously forcing the holding there. It was a good play, but Obviously only possible with the hold. So now it's 2nd and 23.
23 from the 12. And so now you've got to assume that you're going to still pass it, right?
Yeah.
O'Leary in the shotgun. Takes the snap. It's going to be a handoff on the sweep to Schnarry. Schnarry will only gain right around 2 yards on that play and bring up 3rd and long.
We'll see now, 3rd and long. I mean, this hold that Kenyon's in, maybe have to take a shot down the field, something that we've seen success with.
So 3rd and 21, O'Leary in the shotgun. He has a mighty feat ahead of him on this one. Thompson to his left, takes the snap. O'Leary drops back. He's looking near side. Kim's got to turn around, and it will go over the hands of Kim. No flag on the play. That'll be 4th and long, and Kenyon is forced to punt it away.
Double coverage there on Kim. Too much to handle. O'Leary had a little pressure too. Wittenberg defense really locked up there, and gonna have to punt it away. Hate to do it.
That's a tough one because you fell after holding Wittenberg to a field goal that was such a win that if you could come out and score again, it was going to put you in a position that you felt good about, and now you're just going to punt it away, which still plenty of game to play, but now after that punt, Wittenberg's going to have the ball at Kenyon's 35-yard line. Great field position starting out for the Tigers. But now it'll be on that Kenyon defense once again.
Yeah.
They have shown us that they bend, but they don't break.
Yeah.
Can they do it again?
We'll see. Punt was almost blocked by 83, Bryce Baker. So, great field position for Wittenberg. Gonna need some sort of stop if you're the Owls defense.
So here come the Tigers. Colin Brown, the junior quarterback, will be in the shotgun. Gross to his left. It'll be a two wide receiver set, one on each side of the field. Starrett at the bottom of your screen, folks. Brown. Calling Nobles in motion. Takes the snap, hands it off to Gross. Gross up the far hash mark, up the middle, and he'll run over a defender and go down right around the 25-yard line. That'll be a gain of 10 and a first down for Wittenberg.
Gross again, using that body to gain some extra yards. That rushing game has just been lethal for the Tigers today.
And doesn't really matter who they bring in.
Yeah.
It just seems like they're able to just get it done. That offensive line doing a tremendous job for the Tigers. Brown in the shotgun, puts Nobles in motion, takes the snap, hands it off to Gross once again. Gross up the left hash mark, and he will go down right around the 12-yard line. And that will be a gain of, that'll be a gain of 13, enough for a first down.
The red zone once again is Wittenberg. Have to wonder if the Kenyon defense feeling a little fatigue at this point in the game. Got to dig deep.
You're absolutely right. You have to find it. Find what you're looking for at this point. It's going to be a handoff to Anderson. But you talk about digging deep and finding what you need. Andy Melion right there to bring down Anderson for a loss of 3.
Nice play of Melion. A couple of good plays by him in this second half so far. And now it's 2nd and long. See if maybe, hold him to a field goal. Maybe even stop him for nothing.
Brown in the shotgun once again. Anderson to his right. 3 wide receivers on the far side. Empty on the left. It'll be Souse in the slot. And the top of your screen will be Starrett and Nobles. Brown takes the snap. He's going to roll far side. He's got pressure. Initially gets away, trying to find in the corner of the end zone Anderson, and they're going to say he brought it in at the 1. flag will be on the play, folks. So we're trying to see. It's going to be against Wittenberg. Potentially an eligible man downfield.
I think so. An eligible man downfield. So break there for Kenyon. Pressure was felt from Adam Mendez for Kenyon. And another good play, though, by Brown. He's felt pressure at times, but has been able to, avoid it. And it looked almost to be a touchdown for Anderson, but instead with the penalty, 2nd down and 23.
Now 2nd and 23, just like Teddy said for Wittenberg. Ball will be at their own, at the Kenyon 25-yard line. Brown takes the snap. He's got South's far side, but he gets Gross at the 27. He will go down at around the 10. It's almost like Garrett Gross is like a human bowling ball.
Yeah.
He gets downfield so quick, but then when he gets the ball, it's the yards after catch and the yards after tackle.
Yeah.
He's just so elite at that.
Yeah, he's really gaining maximum yards after taking a hit. And look, that was a nice little slip screen. We've seen it a couple times there where Brown just gets it off before the pressure gets to him.
Brings up a big 3rd and 7. Ball from the Kenyon 9-yard line. Under 4 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. 41-21 is your score. Wittenberg on top of Kenyon. Wittenberg threatening. Brown takes the snap. He's got pressure, but he's got Nobles at the 2. He'll go down right around the 1. No, they're gonna say incomplete. No, they're gonna say complete. So it will be marked at the 1-yard line. So it is going to be a pass completed. Pardon me, folks, to Nobles. And now 1st and goal from the 1 for Wittenberg. And we've seen them in short yardage before. We'll see what they'll do. It'll be Anderson to the left of Brown in the shotgun. Brown takes the snap, hands it off. Anderson moving in. He will get past the goal line, and that will be another touchdown for the Wittenberg Tigers.
It seems like every time the Kenyon defense makes a play, Brown able to answer the other way,
Right.
2nd and 23, big play, and then able to just get the 1st down.
Right.
Easy punch in. It's been kind of, seen over and over all day.
Snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good. Brandon Goodwin with the extra point for Wittenberg. And with 3:11 to go here in the 3rd quarter, it is Wittenberg 48, Kenyon 21. And now you have to imagine if you're Coach Ian Good and the Kenyon Owls that you're trying to play catch up. You're a little far down at this point, down by 27, but you still have to go out there and execute your offense the way you normally would.
Yeah, I mean, you got to see what this offense can do. First 2 weeks of the season, they were in close games, but this offense is something that's going to carry them through the whole season.
Right.
And they're having a pretty solid day today, regardless of the score. But we'll see what how it ends up. Looks like we have a different returner back.
So, yeah, back with Gorte for Kenyon will now be, that might be number 18 and Dylan Carlquist?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yes. We saw him on one play early on in the 1st half. So the kickoff coming from Bowman, brought in by Carlquist at the 10, or at the 5. And that will, off the fair catch, will bring it out to the 25-yard line.
Big leg from Bowman today. No return opportunities for the Owls.
No, you are absolutely right. As Wittenberg has done a tremendous job on special teams with the kickoff. And Kenyon in their own right has done a fine job finding their own with the squib kick and everything, and it's worked for them. 48-21 is your score. Kenyon trailing the Wittenberg Tigers here at home at McBride Field in Gambier. Handoff going to Benjamin, and Benjamin will be dropped right around the line of scrimmage, maybe a loss of a yard. And it'll actually still be 2nd and 10.
Benjamin, after the touchdown, didn't see any action on the 3 and out, so going back to him there.
O'Leary in the shotgun. Benjamin to his right. Takes the snap. Looks far side. Gets Murray. Murray up past the 30. They will spot him at the 32-yard line. So that's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3. 48-21 still your score. Kenyon now. They are on the move in this drive. 2 plays, 7 yards, 3rd and 3. Ball on their own 32-yard line.
Getting the call from the sideline.
O'Leary gets the call. Benjamin in the backfield to his right. 3 wide receiver set. Takes the snap. Play action for Schnarry. Gets Schnarry. He falls forward over past the 40-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 8. And that will be another first down for Kenyon. So the offense continues to click. Now at their own 40-yard line.
Good to see Schnarry get some action here. Big catch, hasn't seen a lot of targets.
Takes the snap, rolls near side. O'Leary going down, trying to find Kim, and it just gets into the turf right underneath Kim's hands, and it will be incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, we were saying how we want to see what this offense can do, even when they're down big. You know, we talked about their 3 receivers before the game. It's been mostly Murray today, so I'm interested to see if they try and get Schnarry and Kim in it a little bit more. Only 2 receptions apiece for them compared to the 8 for Murray.
O'Leary back in the shotgun. Benjamin to his left. Takes the snap. Benjamin going downfield. He has Murray. Murray at midfield. He will go down. Calavini makes the initial stop. That will be a 10-yard gain, and that's enough for a Kenyon first down. So once again, the offense continuing to move, which has to keep you excited for the rest of the season that this offense can move the ball up and down the field.
Yeah, even today, I've really liked what I've seen from O'Leary. We talked about over 300 yards in the first 2 games.
Play action, back toward the middle of the hash, finds Kim, gain of 9. Actually, they're going to spot him at the 40, so that'll be another 10-yard gain.
And a flag down. I think there was a roughing the passer as well.
I think you might be right.
Looked to be Dane Flatter, number 8. Yep.
So it'll be a roughing the passer against the defense, and that will add to the first down for Kenyon, and that moves the ball way down the field. And it looks like they're going to spot it at the Wittenberg 25-yard line. So they got the first down to the 40, but then they added yardage after that, after the flag. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 25 of Wittenberg. O'Leary in the shotgun. Benjamin to his left. Takes the snap, play action. He's going for the end zone to Murray, and it's going to be a little too far in front of Murray. Just about a yard too far in front of number 10, the senior.
Murray had freedom over Stipe, the defensive back for Wittenberg. Throws a little too strong.
Yeah, that was one you'd like to have back. You know what I mean? Where you had Murray there, and if you could just have him lead a little bit more, or you just take a little bit off of it, that'd be 6 for sure. So now 2nd and 10. In the shotgun, O'Leary takes the snap. It's going to be up to Benjamin. Benjamin hit initially, and he will go down. There to bring him down for Wittenberg is Nathan Pratt, the junior defensive tackle. Gain of about 1. That brings up 3rd and 9 now.
Benjamin been stymied a little bit after the touchdown a couple rushes of no yards. Probably going to be throwing it here on third down.
O'Leary in the shotgun, takes the snap. He's looking near side. He's trying to find Murray. He does. Murray catches it at the 15, and he will get forward progress. That will be just enough for a Kenyon first down. And just when it looks like they're down and out on a 3rd and long, they show up. Whether it's Kim or Murray or Schnarry, something happens, and that Kenyon offense continues to click.
We got to acknowledge the fact Finn Murray, a real star of this offense.
Yes.
95 yards today, and as the quarter comes to a close, talked about the over 100 yards in the first 2 games. It's fun to watch him play.
It's a ton of fun to watch him play. Watching him in week 1 against Bluffton, he put on quite the show, and that has now rolled over through the rest of the season. And even though this one on the scoreboard may not be going the way Kenyon would necessarily want it with the deficit, I mean, you're still getting plenty of production out of that offense, and they're doing everything they can to keep this team in the game.
Yeah, exactly. And I think there's a lot of positives to take away from it. O'Leary, pretty solid game today against a good team. You got to acknowledge Wittenberg as a very good team. And I think in this final quarter, Kenyon's just got to take some positives and bring some confidence into next week and, not get too down on themselves.
Oh, no. And again, it's not as if this one is over. There's still plenty for this offense and for this team to do. That's the thing. You have to feel good about where you're at.
Yeah.
Right, like we said, the scoreboard may not look the way you want it to right now, 48-21, but you're threatening. You got first down on the Wittenberg 15, and right now you're in the driver's seat in this drive. O'Leary takes the snap near side. He rolls near side for Murray, and he cannot bring it in. That was almost a heroic catch by Finn Murray, but he just could not snag that one in and fall down in the end zone. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 15.
Nice little play there from O'Leary, though. Throw was on target in double, almost triple coverage over there. Murray just couldn't haul it in.
Here in the 4th quarter, 14:56 to play in this game. Wittenberg 48, Kenyon 21 is your score. O'Leary in the shotgun. Benjamin to his right, 3 wide receiver set, takes the snap, play action. He's got pressure, and he is going to be sacked in the backfield, and that one's Dane Flatter. Flatter had just a jump start off that end, and he was able to read O'Leary right from the start, and that's a big loss on that one. That'll bring him back to the 25. A loss at 10 brings up 3rd and 20.
O'Leary felt the pressure, just couldn't get rid of it, and Flatter had the penalty earlier in the drive. Redeems himself with the sack there.
The clock is ticking. 3rd and long from the 25 of Wittenberg. O'Leary gets the call. Benjamin will be in the backfield to his right. It's a 3 wide receiver set. Takes the snap. O'Leary rolls far side. O'Leary getting away from pressure now twice, but then he falls down. The pressure there. Wittenberg's own number 90, Mike Knock, brings him down for a 2nd consecutive sack on O'Leary, and that will be 4th and long. And O'Leary, it looks like he is hurt after that one. He is holding his left arm gingerly.
Knock, 2nd sack of the day, having a pretty good game, and looks like the backup quarterback,
Park Penrod. So it looks like we'll see
Penrod coming in on this 4th and 23.
Sophomore out of Avondale, Pennsylvania. Takes the snap. Penrod going for the end zone. He's going for Murray. And he cannot quite get Murray. And there will be a flag thrown. He was looking for Murray. Murray almost brought it in. He was blanketed by Jordan Stipe. And a little bit of a late flag from the sideline judge there.
Definitely a late flag, but Kenyon keeps the drive alive. Penrod comes in and just one throw goes to Murray in the end zone. Looked like Murray almost had it, reaching around Stipe, but it's going to be first down.
And so Penrod will stay in the game at quarterback. O'Leary, it looks like he wants to go back in. Especially now with a 1st and 10 from the 14 of Wittenberg. But right now he's being held off on the sideline. Penrod will be in the shotgun. Benjamin to his left. Murray at the bottom of your screen. Kim at the top of your screen. Takes the snap. He's going to keep it. Penrod with a stiff arm. And he will push past the 10-yard line. A big stiff arm coming from Park Penrod. And pushing that on Dane Flatter.
A couple of good plays from Penrod so far. Should say he had an 89-yard pass reception last week in his only attempt, so see if he can put it in for him.
Takes the snap, play action. He's going to rush to his right, and he will be sacked in the backfield. And Wittenberg continuing to get pressure. That's Eli Rennick, the freshman from Sarasota, Florida.
This pressure from Wittenberg really hasn't been seen all game. It's been tenacious here on this drive. But Kenyon's answered a few times. We'll see if they can do it again.
That sets up 3rd and long, 3rd and 12 from the 15-yard line. Penrod in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Play action. Going to Murray. Murray trying to get it, and Murray can't bring it in. No flag on this one. And so it will be an incomplete pass from Penrod to Murray. And that'll bring up 4th and long.
Kenyon sideline wanted another flag, but none given. And now Murray and Kim coming out of the game for this 4th down.
So it looks like we're going to have Carlquist, Schnarry, and in terms of the wide receivers, that's who it'll be. Penrod will be in the shotgun, 4th and 12. Benjamin to his right. Takes the snap. He's going for Schnarry. Schnarry tries to turn around just a little too far behind Schnarry. That'll be a turnover on downs on 4th and 12, and just like that, it'll be Wittenberg possession.
He had Schnarry there, just the throw, a little miscommunication. Schnarry didn't see it coming in time, but if he turned around a second earlier, it might have been a touchdown. Instead, turnover on downs.
So Wittenberg will take the ball over with 11:50 to play in this one. They will start their possession at their own 15-yard line. And we will see what Colin Brown and the Wittenberg offense can do. Right now, having a 27-point lead on top of Kenyon. They'll hand the ball off to Reed Hall. Hall forward. Gain of just about 2. And Kessler there to make the initial stop. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Nice tackle there from Kessler. He's had a couple today. And, I think it'd just be good for this Kenyon defense to get a little confidence. Have them, a stop. Haven't seen a lot of them today, so.
And if you're Wittenberg, what you're trying to do right now is you're just trying to milk the clock as much as you can.
Yeah. Probably going to see a lot of runs here. Maybe throw on 3rd down, but I'm expecting a run here.
2nd and 8. Brown in the shotgun, hands it off to Hall once again. Hall up the middle of the field, and he will be brought down pretty quickly by Jack Bollig. Bollig making a nice stop for no gain. Brings up now 3rd and 8.
Couple good defensive stops there from the D-line of the Owls.
Gross will re-enter the game for Wittenberg. Looks like Nobles and Souse as well as Bowe will be in there. Brown will still be in at quarterback.
So 3 wide receivers on this 3rd down. See if they go to one here.
This might be the perfect time for that curl to Malik Bowe. Takes the snap, looks left, coming back near side. He's got room, throwing downfield, and it will be a pitch and catch finding Troy TP, the junior tight end out of Brookville, Indiana. But there's a flag on the play in the backfield.
I wouldn't be surprised if this is holding here.
And it will be holding.
Yeah, there was pressure there from the Kenyon defense, and the holding allowed quarterback Brown to make the completion. So
we'll do third down all over again.
Yep, third and long this time, 18 or so.
I think you're absolutely right on that one, Teddy. We'll see where they end up spotting it. I think.
Oh, and another flag.
Okay.
Pre-snap flag. And now the refs will discuss. Not sure what the call is there.
Going over to talk to Coach Jim Collins. So it looks like we got an offensive lineman coming off the field. So it's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct on Wittenberg's number 77, Angel Bravo. Sophomore offensive lineman from Orland, California. So 10-17 to play. So they...
Not sure why they don't move the ball back more.
That's a good question.
Yep, there they go. So that's going to be half the distance, and I think it's going to be
at the 4.
Third and 21 or so.
Right. That's third and 21. Thank you, Teddy. 10-17 to go in this one. And Wittenberg going to have their hands full right here. Third and 21. Ball on their own 4-yard line. Brown will be in the shotgun. He'll take the snap, hand it off, finds Gross, and Gross wrapped up right by Bongiorno and Daryl Shands right at the 5-yard line, and he falls forward to the 6. That brings up 4th and long. And now we're probably going to, I assume we're going to see a punt. And it will be the first punt of the game for Wittenberg.
Yep, that says a lot right there. It's, 10 minutes left in the game, first punt for Wittenberg.
Right.
But, it's good to see that that Kenyon defense, get some positive action here in the fourth quarter.
Justin Maynard back to punt it away. You are 100% right. That is the way to do it if you're the Kenyon defense, and that gives you a ton of something to look forward to moving forward.
Yep. They'll be kind of back in the end zone will be the punter, and it's going to be a timeout. But we'll see if Kenyon brings some pressure, maybe try and block this punt.
At this point, you know you're down at a certain point, but anything you can go. I mean, you don't be afraid to just go all out on for the last 9:26 of this one, and that results in a block punt or a safety or something like that, or trying to get into the end zone on a trick play. You just got to go for it. Open up that playbook and do everything you can. Try to ignite something. So after the timeout, 9:26 to go. Wittenberg will punt it away. Once again, Justin Maynard set to punt it away for Wittenberg. He's in the back of his end zone. Takes the snap. A high punt, but it will go out of bounds very early, very quickly. And it looks like they're going to mark this one. They're going to mark it at the 17-yard line. So you want to talk about field position.
Yeah.
That's it doesn't get much better than that if you're Kenyon.
Yeah, I think that was a 9-yard punt or so. And it looked like he didn't get all of it. So
right.
Now, good opportunity here for Park Penrod once again.
So we will see Park Penrod still out there, just like Teddy said. He'll have Julius Thompson to his left in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looking far side. He's looking for Murray. Murray cannot bring it in. Just a little too far out in front of Murray. Great route run by Finn Murray, though. But just could not bring that one in, a little too far out in front of him.
I like, what I've seen from Penrod, though, not afraid to throw it to the end zone so far. Just still waiting for that, that completion.
Penrod in the shotgun. Looks like we're going to have a false start. And that will go against that Kenyon offensive line. Tasso Stregis. Just 1 foot move too quick.
So now it's 2nd and 15.
Penrod will be back in the shotgun. Thompson will be to his left. 3 wide receiver set. 2 on the far side, 1 on the near. Takes a snap. Pass over to Thompson on the far side, and Thompson wrapped up 2 yards behind the line. And an incredible job making the stop. That's Cameron Snurr. He sniffed that one out pretty quick.
Yeah. Thompson had nothing there. And another 3rd and long for the Owls offense. Hasn't been able to get anything going after the great field position.
So that's 3rd and 17 now for the Kenyon offense. Penrod still in the shotgun. He'll have Thompson out there in at running back. He's got Murray and Schnarry top of the screen. Kim bottom screen. Takes the snap. He's going for Kim. Near end zone. And Kim brings it in. Touchdown, Zach Kim. Oh, what a play from Penrod to Zach Kim. A 24-yarder. What a play.
What a play there from Kim. Double covered, but the throw was perfect right into the breadbasket of Kim in the back of the end zone.
Penrod put that one right on the dot. What a play. 3rd and long, doesn't matter.
Only the 4th reception of the day for Kim, but up to 84 yards, and another great game for him with the touchdown.
And the snap, the kick, the hold, the kick, and it is up and good for Rocco Denese. And just like that, it is now back to a 20-point game. Wittenberg 48, Kenyon 28. I've seen crazier things happen before, Teddy. So at this point, it's when you get the ball, you want to score if you're Kenyon.
Yeah.
And when your defense is on the field, you want to make a stop at any play you can.
I wouldn't be surprised. We've seen that squib kick from Denese a couple times. Maybe they try something else, maybe a little onside at some point.
Sure.
Because that ball has been, hot when it's on the ground.
Yeah, and it's been tough for Wittenberg to establish any sort of return.
Yeah.
So we'll have Denese kick it away.
What a play there from Penrod. Good to see the backup come in and
Right.
deliver a strike to the end zone.
So back to return. Looks like it will be Reed Hall and Tyler May. So we'll have those two back there to return for Wittenberg. Denese, another squib kick on the ground. It'll go right into the hands of the 15-yard line for May. May now out to the 30. He'll evade a tackler, and he'll go down around the 34-yard line. Good return by May. And really in nice field position starting out for Wittenberg.
Yeah, Kenyon down 20. If they want a shot here at the end, they're going to need a 3-and-out probably. We saw one just then on the last possession for Wittenberg. And let's see if the defensive line can bring some of the pressure they had on that last possession.
48-28 is your score. Wittenberg with the possession. 8:34 to play in this one. Brown will be in the shotgun. Gross to his right. Takes the snap. Hands off to Gross. Gross follows the far sideline. But there to make the stop is Andy Melion. And you talk about a guy who has had quite the second half. Andy Melion, tip your cap, young man.
What a second half for Melion. His second tackle for loss. He's had some pressures.
6'3", 260 sophomore out of Piedmont, California. 2nd and 11. He'll be in the shotgun. To his right is Gross. Takes the snap. Rolls near side. Finds Bo. Bo gets it at the 38 up past the 40 to the 45. He'll drop down around the 48-yard line of Wittenberg. And that'll be more than enough for a first down for the Tigers.
There's been no answer for Bo today. Looks like little zone coverage. That little hook play just frees him up every time. He's really been the number one receiving weapon for the Tigers today.
He truly has. When in doubt, go to Bo.
Yep.
1st and 10 from the Wittenberg 48. Brown in the shotgun, Gross to his right. 3 wide receivers on the far side of the field. Bo at the top of your screen, folks. Brown in the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands it off, and Gross will push forward into Kenyon territory. He'll drop right around the 45-yard line. And that'll bring up now 2nd and 3. But the positive on that for Wittenberg is that the clock continues to roll.
Yeah, they're going to continue to try and milk the clock a little bit. Under 7 minutes remaining now. Now Anderson again back in.
So 2nd and 3. Ball on the Kenyon 45-yard line. Brown in the shotgun. Anderson now in the backfield to his left. 3 wide receivers set. 2 on the far side, 1 in the near. Bo is at the bottom of your screen. Brown takes the snap. Hands it off to Anderson. Anderson follows far hash. Anderson gets some room. Anderson gets the first down to the 35, and he'll get to the 30. Now cuts back in. Now back out to the far sideline. He'll go down past the 25-yard line. And a big gain for Bryce Anderson.
What a rush there. Just chugging along. Looked like he broke a couple tackles and kind of been the story of the day there for Kenyon. Not able to wrap up on a handful of those rushes.
You're 100% right. That'll be 1st and 10 at the 26 for Wittenberg. 6 minutes and counting left in this one. 48-28 your score. Kenyon trailing by 20 to Wittenberg here at McBride Field and here on the campus of Kenyon College. Brown in the shotgun. Anderson to his left, hands off to Anderson. Actually, no, it's going to be Brown. Brown keeps it. He's at the 10. He'll go down after being tackled by Leno. He'll be tackled inside the 10-yard line, but a flag was thrown.
We'll see. Might be a holding. The offense looks like they're coming back.
I think you might be right, Teddy, and it is going to be against the offense on that one. And that big gain for Brown will be wiped off the board. And it will bring it to the 28? I'm sorry, the 24th. So it's a foul on the spot. So we'll have 1st and 8.
Interesting.
Yeah. So 1st and 8. Takes the snap. It'll be Anderson. Anderson to the left. And he will go down about a yard shy of the first down. Michael Leno there to make the tackle.
We talked about the Kenyon culture, the discipline. They've really won the penalty battle today. A handful of penalties on this Wittenberg offense and their defense. Obviously, Wittenberg's been the better team today, but a positive for Kenyon that they aren't losing this penalty battle.
No, 100% not. That'll bring up 2nd and 3. Brown in the shotgun. Gross to his left. Takes the snap. Hands off to Gross. Gross goes far side. And he will be brought down by Cardoso, but it won't be in time after he gets the first down. So that'll be another first down for Wittenberg. Nice play by Cardoso, but Gross just a little bit too much on that one. And that clock continues to roll, Teddy.
Yep.
Got 4:11 to play in this one.
Good long drive from Wittenberg. Pretty much putting it out of reach for the Owls.
So 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. Brown will be in the shotgun. Gross to his left. 3 wide receivers set. 2 on the near side, 1 on the far. Takes the snap. Hands it off to Gross. Gross at the line of scrimmage. He's going to gain about 3. And that Kenyon defensive front doing everything they can to stop him. And that brings up 2nd and 7 from the Kenyon 9.
Gross now over 120 yards rushing on the day. Wittenberg over 200 on the day as a team, so that's definitely one of the big storylines of the game.
3 wide receiver set, 1 on the top of the screen and Bo, 2 at the bottom of your screen, folks. Hall will be lined up to the left of Brown in the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands it off, and it's going to be Brown keeping it, and he'll push it forward about to the 6. And that will be 3rd and maybe 5. And now we are under 2:45 to play, folks.
See that dynamic play from the quarterback, Brown. He really likes to keep it once they're in the red zone. Loves running it.
He sure does.
Saw from the very beginning with his rushing touchdown.
And at this point, as you can tell, Wittenberg not really worrying about scoring too much.
Yeah.
Just milking that clock and doing whatever they can to get out of Gambier with the W.
Yep.
2:15 to play. 3rd and 5 from the Kenyon 7. Brown in the shotgun takes the snap, rolls to the right. He's going for the end zone, and that pass is incomplete. He tried to find Bryson Dykes, but it'll go out past the hands of Dykes. That'll bring up 4th and 5. So we are going to have a field goal attempt come on. So this will be a 24-yard field goal attempt for Brandon Goodwin. So Goodwin have a chance at a 24-yarder. He's 2 for 2 today. The snap, the hold, the kick, it is up, and it is good. So nailed the 3rd field goal of the day is Brandon Goodwin. And with 2:02 to play, the score is Wittenberg 51, Kenyon 28. So Kenyon will just have about 2 minutes to go with the offense. Obviously, the way the game sits right now, not going to make too much of a difference. But what are some things, if you're coaching and good, you take out of the positive from this Kenyon Owls team?
Well, definitely.
And performance.
The offense has been solid all game long. It'll be interesting to see if Penrod stays in for this final drive. There aren't a lot of weaknesses on the offense. It's mostly on the defensive side of the ball today. Obviously, this Wittenberg team is a pretty good team, ranked preseason number 3 in the NCAC. So, you got to be happy with what you did on offense and look at your defense. I think there are definitely a lot of positives to take into next week, though.
You look at that top half of the NCAC, that preseason poll with Owu, Denison, and Wittenberg, and Wabash, pardon me. You just have some really good talent and some really, really good squads. But, what Kenyon has shown us today, they can compete with any of them. And I think the plan is for this year, they're going to. Kim on the return, he'll bring it out past the 25-yard line. And that's the one thing I've noticed this year. And watching a little bit of the Kalamazoo game, being here for Bluffton, and watching this one, it doesn't matter who the opponent is.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what the preseason ranking was. None of that matters to Coach Good and the culture he's trying to build with this program. All that matters is that every single play, you go out there and you give your best effort. And that's one thing it has been very clear to see out of this team, and that they're going to give you everything they have each and every time they hit the field.
100%.
Takes the snap. Penrod with the pitch to Thompson on the far sideline, and he will somehow push his way forward almost to the 38-yard line. And that's going to be a gain of 9. Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. But, man, we saw the speed once again from Thompson on that. That's got to make anybody excited here in Gambier.
Yeah, definitely excited to see those freshman running backs.
Yes. Pass complete to Finn Murray. That'll be a first down for Kenyon. You're right. We came into the season, we thought it was going to be Drake Lewis and Jack Provenza. And Lewis has been he got an injury in week 1. He's only played 1 snap since then.
Yep.
We haven't seen Provenza today, but we've seen the 2 freshmen in Benjamin and Thompson, and they both have played quite well. Pass will go over the head of Julius Thompson, and that will bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and what you were saying about the culture, the talent is what it is on this team. You're probably not going to, outplay teams with talent in this division a lot, but there's a lot of other things in football than just talent. And, we saw some of that today with the ethic today.
Absolutely. I mean, and that's going to be a pass complete to Finn Murray. That'll be a gain of just about 5 yards. Clock's going to keep ticking. Coach Good's not going to take a timeout, just going to kind of let things play out. That's going to actually be a gain of 7. That'll bring up 3rd and 3. You're absolutely right, Teddy. Any given day, anything can happen. You just give 100% effort, and you continue to build that culture. This program is going to do nothing but grow as long as Coach Ian Good is in charge.
Yeah, and it's it was good to see both senior and freshman presence out there. Obviously O'Leary and Murray bringing that leadership, and we've seen it trickle down throughout. Which is just good for the program going forward.
4th and 3. Penrod takes the snap. Penrod going downfield, and he tried to find Murray. He just couldn't. So that is going to be a turnover on downs, and right at midfield, Wittenberg is going to take over with 45 seconds to play. And this one, ladies and gentlemen, is all but over as Wittenberg will take over with less than a minute to go in this one. And regardless of the side, the team, whatever that is, both teams had a tremendous effort today. Wittenberg was able to just take advantage of their opportunities a little bit more than Kenyon was. And that's the beautiful thing about it, is that Kenyon still has a lot to feel good about moving forward.
Yeah, and you got to give it up to Wittenberg. First win of the season. Really great quarterback play, running back play. Coach Collins seems to be bringing keeping the tradition of solid football in the house at Wittenberg.
You're absolutely right, and that is just going to be victory formation for Colin Brown. And that should do it. Now there's like about a second and a half less on the game clock than there is the play clock, and so that one is going to end it. You see both sides shaking hands right now on the field. A lot of mutual respect between these two teams. Kenyon came out. They hung tough. They really did. Even when it looked like they were down and out, they came right back.
Yeah.
And there is a lot to be excited about. A lot of things to work on.
Yeah.
That's one thing Coach Good and his coaching staff are going to be able to take from this one. You go up against one of the top teams in the conference, in the state, in Division III, and you gave them your best. And even though it wasn't quite enough, it was still a heck of an effort. And you went blow for blow with them, for most of the game. But at the end, it was just not enough. But there's a lot to work on, a lot to see moving forward, and a lot to be proud of if you're this coaching staff in Kenyon.
Yeah, a couple moments in the first half that maybe go Kenyon's way. We're talking about a little bit closer of a game. For the offense, really solid game, but just focus on capitalizing when you're down, driving. A couple times you saw it last week and this week where they just didn't quite take advantage of the opportunity. Still put up 28 points today on a solid side. Obviously, the defense probably needs to be addressed as something to improve on going forward in this season.
Well, 100%. And there, no matter how good you are, no matter how talented you are, there's always going to be things to work on.
Yeah.
I remember watching. I went to college at Otterbein, and I got to watch Mount Union once a year. One of the best Division III schools in the country for a long time. And there was always something that Coach Larry Karras would say they could always work on. And, even as good as at that standard of a program, there's always something to work on. And those are the beautiful things about, especially at the Division III level. And this team seems to be committed to wanting to build what Coach Good wants to build, and that culture and that program and what it's all about. And today is just another step in that journey.
Yeah.
It ends up as an L on the schedule, but you take 1 and 2 and you move on to next week. You got homecoming against Ohio Wesleyan next week.
Yep.
And that's going to be a fun one and another tough opponent, but you'll learn from playing one tough opponent into a next.
Yeah. Couple of solid games, 1-2 record. That's something they can just move forward on going throughout this season. And good effort from the Owls today. Unfortunately, a little bit short.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in today. Once again, final score here from McBride Field. Wittenberg 51, Kenyon 28. Want to give a special thanks to the Sports Information Department here at Kenyon College. Martin Fuller and Evan Brennan both doing a tremendous job. For Teddy Keller. Teddy, great job today.
Thank you, Kurt.
You're
Appreciate
very
it.
welcome. For Teddy Keller, I'm Kurt Ashcraft. Once again, final score here from Gambier. Wittenberg 51, Kenyon 28. We'll be back next week when the Owls host none other than the Ohio Wesleyan Battling Bishops here on homecoming at 1 o'clock start on September 24th here at McBride Field. Be sure to tune in. Once again, for Teddy Keller, I'm Kurt Ashcraft. Thanks again, and go Owls.